Okay, test. Audio sounds okay. Oh yeah, I was like, can I hear the Koreancasters? Oh, it just took me a second. Yeah, only 4 or 5 months late. I was in a meeting. I had to attend the meeting. I'm gonna have to do that once or twice else in the future as well, probably. But this is actually Quanro versus Lita. But I am done with the meeting. Just ended literally like 30 seconds ago. I was like, switched over, hit start stream. First I made sure that the window was on so you can see something. Who does meetings outside of work hours? Well, it's a place that I'm doing some volunteering for, and so they often do meetings outside of work hours specifically so that volunteers can attend the meetings, basically. So, which is really bad for me, actually, because it's like I can't make some of the meetings because of streams and class. I've started taking some classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so it's anyway, yeah. So I'm not gonna be able. I'm also not gonna make all the meetings for that reason. But luckily, it's like a volunteer thing, so I don't have to go to all of them anyways. All right, let's do this. I was gonna go straight to the game, but they're like, it looked like they're like chatting and smiling, and that's kind of fun. Wait, are they teammates? No, Lita is on. What team is Lita on, actually? Oh, he's on Height, that's right. Quanro. Is Quanro on Height? No, he's on Seige. Okay. Wait, Look for High Tech is apparently his other name. Did not know that. Did not know that he was called Look for High Tech. Alright, anyway, stream is going. We're gonna watch some more Debbie CG. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I need to go grab some food and beverage. Hey, Siberian, what's up? How's it going? Welcome. But yeah, while this is getting warmed up, I'm gonna go grab, I'm gonna go get a protein shake real quick. I also made some more homemade pizza. I'm gonna grab a slice of that. So give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back.
타이틀이 있다 없다의 차이일 뿐이지 실력에 있어서는 정말 가늠하기 힘들죠. 맞습니다. 만약에 신상문이 올라가면 신상문이 4등. 야, 그러면 1, 2, 뭐 이정호는 1, 2, 3, 4, 5등 다 올라가는 것이요. 22대는 한상봉만 있습니다만 랭킹은 낮다고 하더라도 한상봉 선수의 요즘 기세는 탑 10이 아니라 탑 5입니다. 충분히 올라가는 선수예요. 네, 경기 시작됐습니다. 말씀드린 바가 WC 2.9는 채팅 가능합니다. 자, 먼저 신상무 선수의 진영이에요. 네, 이곳입니다. 보라색. 보통이도 이렇게 띠리릭 하면 바로 놀랍니다. 아, 네. 뭐 한때는 저런 그냥 아웃땡이 됐어요. 그렇죠. 여기도 바로요.
네, 안정호 선수가 손 놓고 있었는데 출발했다고 뭐 그런 메시지를 하는 것 같은데
네.
예, 장난치는 것 같고요.
아, 그러다가 말립니다. 이 채팅이 금지된 곳이 신경전으로 쓰일 수가 있거든요.
과거에는 채팅으로 뭐 신경전도 많이 했었는데요. 최근에는 이제 선수들이 그런 부분을 너무 좀 부담을 가지기 때문에 경기에 집중하면서 최대한 해야 되겠죠.
네, 극초반이니까 나왔던 장면이 아닌가 생각이 들고요.
참 두 선수의 대결이 기대를 모으는 이유가 신상무 선수가 뭐 아웃사이드
And I'm back.
왕이냐 전체적으로 적은 선수들이 굉장히 좋습니다.
Oh, look at that little cute anime Lita picture.
테란전도 정말 무섭게 치고 올라오고 있고요.
Adorable.
뭐 양 선수 다 어느 정도
Adorable.
타이밍에서는 어느 정도 일가견이 있는 선수들이기 때문에 한상원 선수 말씀드린 순간에 지금 부드러운 스포니프를 선택했고요.
Oh, this person has the Sharingan.
만약에
지금
I don't know what's going on there. But it was a cool little double sign thing.
했으면은 정말 어려웠을 텐데 본진의 배럭스를 건설함으로써 그나마 안전하게 시작할 수가 있겠습니다.
네, 그리고 한동훈
네.
크고 딜지 볼 수 있어요.
그래도 만약에 여기서 신상무 선수가 원베럭 상태에서 가스를 테크를 올린다거나 그런 식으로
It's very slick how he had the text, and he dropped it, and he showed the picture in the background.
그렇게 되면은 저
What's up, Beardmouth?
정명은 이재동 선수의 경기 때처럼 상당한 위력을 발휘할 수 있는
The bunky emote
경우에 입구 자체가 위험해질 수 있는 거예요.
아, 네, 신상무 선수가 지금
has
한번
quickly become
본진의 배럭스를 하나 더 건설하는 모습인데 이렇게
one of the
되면은
popular
신상무 선수가
moletrap emotes.
지금 스포니풀 이후에
One of the more popular emotes on the channel.
앞마당에서 크립을 바로 좀 건설해줘야 되는 그런 상황이 벌어질 수 있습니다.
Luckily,
이게 저는 또 며칠 전에
I was inspired
않았습니까? 이런 식으로
by a certain
보여주기도 했었는데
member of the chat to add it.
투베럭 이후에 SCV 동반한 러시를 또 감행할 수 있는 거거든요.
그리고 신상문 선수 입장에서는 이 SCB로 저글링을 보자마자 본진으로 회군을 하기보다는 들어가서 게스트
Hey, Ferragio, what's up?
먼저 확인해 볼 필요가
Battle
있겠습니다.
cruiser operational.
상대편은 지금 베럭스가 두 개예요.
지금 입구 쪽에서 머린이 저렇게 전진해서 오버로드를
Not many people use the battlecruiser emotes,
정찰을 허용하지 않기 위해서인데 SCV 일단 나와야 돼요.
먼저 블로킹 해야죠.
but that's because
이거 신상문 선수가 잘
the higher tier one.
가스통을 건설 안 했다는 거 확인했다면 이제 건설하는 모습이죠. 저글링 바로 비비거든요. 일단 맞고 신상문 타이밍을 잴 수 있어요.
Oh,
베럭스가 두 개, 하나가 아닌데.
oh, that was kind of clever.
일본 진짜
Wow.
네, 이거는 꽤 큽니다.
Look at this. He loses one SCV, but look at this micro, man. He pulls,
이거 신상문 선수가
he
잘
blocks
했고요.
it.
그리고 가스통을 건설 안 했다는 거
He makes a nice little wall, and then he actually pulls the injured SCV.
타이밍을 잴 수 있어요.
베럭스가 두 개, 하나가 아닌데 뚫리면 안
Or maybe he
돼요.
just pulled one of the SCVs, I don't know. It looks like he pulled the injured one, though.
이거는 꽤 큽니다.
Pretty elite.
가난하게 저글링 뽑아서 이렇게 소모했는데
Battlecruiser emotes.
노출 안 되면 이거 통할 가능성도 있거든요.
I don't have that many emote slots, so for 4 emotes, I had to put them on the tier 3.
신상문 선수 입장에서는 그 타이밍을 막기가 굉장히 어렵거든요.
Although, actually, it was the other way around. I was like, I have no emotes for tier 3. I might as well put something on there.
가는데 가네요. 완전 가네요.
네, 이렇게 되면 앞마당에 드론까지 동원해서 막아야 되고요.
July would have busted that? Probably. Probably.
과감하게 들어갑니다. 아래쪽 뭐
What's going on?
아웃사이드 나는 바로 거기거든요.
MKP 2W?
Warfield stabilized.
Oh snap! Beard mouth! Thank you so much for the the tier 3 upgrade, man.
신상문 선수 입장에서는
Now you have the battlecruiser.
이 경기 꼭 잡을
Now I don't know if you knew this,
계속 나오고 있거든요. 이제 썬크
but when you sub at tier 3,
아, 이거 막을 수
you also get
뒤쪽에 저글링 앞뒤에서
a hero character for Chatcraft. So you get to add a hero to Chatcraft as well.
근데 성클이 큽니다. 결국 한상무 선수가 시간
I don't have it automatically set up to show the
완성될 수 있었을 것 같은데요.
the
아, 신상문 선수
animation right now. I can play the animation if you want to see it.
신상문 선수가 가스통을 건설을 너무 늦었기 때문에
Thank you, Beardmouth. Much appreciated.
한번 더 노려볼 수 있겠지만
Now you two can battlecruiser operational.
만들고 있는 건데 고칠 수 있는 것도 아니고요. 근데 앞서
That's why he's not chatting right now. He's figuring out how to do the emotes.
노렸던 거고 결국 이거 실패 위에는 물론 한상무 선수 역시 가난합니다만 테크가 빠른 이점이 있거든요. 병력 정도만 줄여줘도 그 이후에 뮤타를 하든
The trick is
수 있는 겁니다.
copy paste the second line.
때문에 지금 많이 나와 있었던 모습인데요.
What?
다 죽겠는데요.
Try reloading the stream.
정면 어떻게 돼?
Sometimes you have to reload because it shows you as having a tier 3 badge.
선수인데 한상문 선수도 이 공격
So you should have it, but sometimes you need to reload to get the emotes.
SB에 입고 막을 때가 아니죠.
지금 이 저글링으로 승부를 보지 않는다고 하더라도 어차피 머리 숫자 이렇게 줄여놓으면요 끝나요.
Well,
그다음 테크 유닛이 오는 순간 끝납니다.
모두
경기는.
테크가 빨랐다고 말씀.
The spirit of July Zerg heard the call
벙커 만들려고 할 때 뽕 뽑았어야 되는 거예요.
and came down and inhabited Quanro
특별한 그 플레이, 비록 그 게스 테크를
for the bust.
했지만 눈치가 빨랐습니다. 한상무 선수.
네, 그렇습니다. 한상문 선수가 가난하게 플레이를 하는
There were never battlecruisers.
움직임 어느 정도 예측할 수도 있었고요. 그렇기 때문에 성급 콜로니가 아주 타이밍에 완성이 됐습니다.
저렇게 한상무 선수가 신상무 선수 상대로 첫 경기 기분적인 세트스코어 1대0으로 앞서 나가는 가운데 두 번째
If it doesn't work after you reload, though, we'll see if we can figure something out. But it should work when you reload.
한번 막은 다음에 벙커 지도식 막은 다음에 시간 안 나는데 승부 바로 승부 뛰어요.
바로 이
나가는 가운데 두 번째
Right, Quanro won, right?
어차피 머리 숫자 이렇게 줄여놓으면요 끝나요. 끝나.
네.
그다음 테크 유닛이 오는 순간 끝납니다. 경기.
Yeah, he just killed all the Marines. Okay, yeah. All right, Quanro versus Lita. Game number 2. I think this is the quarterfinals?
WCC 전국 한국 대표 선발전 첫 번째 경기. 그냥 한상봉과 신상봉 그냥 서로 초반 승부해버렸어요.
네, 나름대로 좀
Battle Cruiser's still locked, but Ultra was locked before?
선수가, 예, 만약에 한상봉 선수가 어떤 그렇게 눈치가 빠르거나 승부봉이라는 어떤 이미지에서
What?
나오는 그런 어떤 근성이 없었더라면 눈치를 못 챘으면 사실 성큰을 안 지었을 텐데. 예, 근데 사실
That's weird. I mean, obviously, yeah, you have the...
벙커를 짓는
But it literally says you subscribed to tier 3.
지워버렸는데 그냥 뭐 지었으면 어떨까 하는 그런 생각 들긴 들고요.
근데 테란이 치즈러시를 갈 때 이
So you reloaded and you still can't use the battle cruiser? Well, type it in chat. See what happens.
좀 SCB를 좀 이렇게 리페어를 시키면서
There we go.
좀 걸었으면 어땠을까 하는 생각이 좀
There we go.
물론 뭐 결과적인 맞습니다.
There we go. You guys have different length names. It doesn't line up that well. But you can try to do a combo somehow.
그 기세를 몰아서 2, 3세트를 준비했을 것으로 생각이 드는데 일단 한상봉 선수의 출발이 좋습니다.
There you go. All right, you unlocked him. I'm happy. Okay, I was worried. I don't think there's anything I could do about it. You might have to contact Twitch if you didn't work though. So, all right, he's figuring out the spacing now, so you guys could do the combo moves. Babamots, thank you for the bit.
빌드보다는 어느 정도 스타일의 변화를 좀 깨닫는
Donating 1 bit gets you. I always forget. Is it 350 minerals?
자연스럽게 넘어가겠죠.
You get a fair amount of channel points. But yeah, Beardmouth, let me know what hero you want to add. Do I have Chatcraft turned on right now? Or do I forget to turn it on? I forgot to turn it on. I always forget to turn it on. Minions forgot to give me shit for it. There we go. Now it's on. It shows. It's not showing up for you in chat, but it shows up on stream. Oh, that's weird. Yeah, because I can see it in my chat. I honestly have no idea what to say about that. I don't know. I don't know how I would fix that. If reloading didn't work.
아무래도 이 데스티네이션이란 맵이
If I bought a Warbringer, do you have the triggers to make him have 10 scarabs and fire? No. No. For the Protoss, there's the Phoenix Zealot, the Phoenix Dragoon, the what is it? There's an Archon, which is a combination of like, what is it? Tassadar and someone else, I think. I think the biggest, most badass one is the Archon. Okay, I thought it was Tassadar Zeratul, but I was like, you can't mix a High Templar and a Dark Templar. Oh wait, I guess you can in the campaign. Tassadar is the HTF hero. Yeah, but Tassadar won't do any good. Because the heroes don't cast spells in Chatcraft, because the AI isn't competent enough for that. Protoss have heroes, just they're all off limits because they're permacloaked or they're flying. Ah, what is that, a barracks? Oh, he's just kind of hiding the barracks in a funny spot. It's not like a proxy barracks. He just wants to make it a little more difficult to scout. Give us the Archon? Alright. We will add the Super Archon to Chatcraft, and it will probably win almost single-handedly. Tassadar Zeratul can kill many Zerglings by itself. I don't know how to, let's see if I can find a picture. there's no picture like specifically of that Archon. That Archon's just a normal Archon, so.
진짜 전진 배력이었고, 예, 확 정말 위기를 느꼈다면 드론이 더 많이 나올 뻔했는데 한상무 선수 대처를 잘하고 있어요.
아, 네 지금 차라리 이런 상황이라면 신상문 선수가 마린을 출발 안 하는 편이 오히려 더 나았었는데요. 한상문 선수가 마린을 확인했기 때문에 베럭스의 위치를 어느 정도 짐작을 할 수가 있습니다.
네. 자, 초반에 아무튼 그 신경전을 펼치고 있는 신상문이었어요.
네, 그러면서 동시에 신상무 선수는
Oh, what is this? Is this a Heroes of the Storm picture of them there, maybe?
어떤 승부가 가능하기 때문에 여전히 12 한마당 이후에 3회 처리 플레이거든요. 이번에는 한상무 선수가 부여함을 가지고 있기 때문에 벌처 플레이가 통할 가능성이 일단 있습니다.
그리고 많은 집중이 들어 정찰하고 있고요.
예, 그리고 저 오버로드를 잘 관리해야 되는 부분이 네, 마린
Can't find any good pictures.
네, 사방향으로 둘러치면은 그렇기 때문에 조심해야 됩니다.
Here, we'll do this one.
아, 극저번에서 오버로드 하나 죽으면 그냥 가슴 철렁 내려앉죠. 아, 오버로드가 보이는데.
This will be a good one.
처리가 안 돼가지고
아, 네, 지금
We'll put this in there.
오버로드를 미끼로 한상문 선수가 저글링을 달리고 있는데 이
There we go.
전까지 네, 마린이 죽게 되면은
We'll put this down here.
입장에서도 굉장히 경기 쉽게 풀어 나갈 수가 있고요.
네, 그렇죠.
So we know
나왔습니다.
네.
괜히 많이 죽일 필요 없어요. 한 번 더.
we know there's an Archon, extra super Archon here. I don't know where to put it. We'll put it up here. Put it right here. All right, that'll be my reminder.
나쁠 게 없습니다. 어쨌든
Protoss have surprisingly few ground units. That's true.
테란 액자에서 본다면 저 벌처가 뭐 활약을 하긴 좀 해줘야 되거든요, 사실.
예, 그렇습니다.
You want to see the video? All right, here we go. I should probably set it up. I honestly never expected anyone to actually tub at tier 3. All right, so thank you again. All right, here we go. This actually has Zeratul and Task are in it. I think the Zealot in this is Task. Pretty proud of that. Might get more subs if you stream more. Maybe. What's up, Merker? Hey, Alien, how's it going? Yeah, I've got like 10 things I'm trying to do in life in general, and I'm also an insomniac and feel like shit a lot of the time, so it's hard for me to be able to stream more. Gotta snipe the RD raids. He raided me last. Were you there when he raided me last week?
결국 신상문 선수의 어떤 그 드랍십을 보지 않더라도 예측을 하고 있다는 거거든요.
한상무 선수의 신상무 선수에 대한 어떤 이해도가 꽤 높습니다. 웬만한 것도 다 막을
Yeah, I mean, it's just, you know, I could stream full time and then I would just not have any time or energy to do other stuff, which I want to do, so. And honestly, it's like, you know, and I'm not complaining at all here, by the way. I'm glad to have a little community that joins me a couple days a week. It's pretty cool. But I don't think I can afford to stream full time, because even if I did, I might get a few more subs, but I wouldn't get enough that I could actually, like, you know, make a living off it. So I've kind of got to work on other projects that aren't necessarily getting me any money, but that could, theoretically. I don't usually get enough done on those either, to be honest, but that's a whole other story. But yeah, I'm a super boomer. You know the feeling, you mean, of the insomnia? That sucks. If that's what you mean, I wouldn't wish that on anyone. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's pretty obnoxious. I'll just, like, be super tired, go to bed, not sleep, but I'm also too tired to really do anything useful. So I can't sleep, but I also can't do anything. So I end up just, like, watching a stream or playing a game or something like that. And when I finally do get to sleep, I sleep all day, and then I'm not able to do anything because I was sleeping all day, or part of the day. Or I still wake up early and I feel like crap even more, and yeah, it's just not good times.
저그 상대로.
지금 만약에 스파이어가 안 올라갔다면
So that's what I've been dealing with a lot lately.
드랍일 가능성도 있고요. 그리고 정면으로 오더라도 지금 오버로드 소급이 되어 있기 때문에
Basically,
basically
the whole time I've been streaming the last couple years, I've been dealing with that off and on. So I've thought about trying to do more streams. I think I would get burnt out though on streaming too much Starcraft. So if I do more streams, it's gonna have to be other games and stuff. And I don't think people really want to watch me play other games that much. So but we'll see. I've been pretty busy lately, so I haven't even done a Darkest Dungeon stream in a little bit. He's going in with these Hydras. I don't know if this is a good call. Wait, okay, but there's no siege tanks. He's trying to build his bunker for some reason, even though he doesn't have Marines. But it's just the Goliaths are kind of doing a good job. If he had like 4 more Hydras, that would have been pretty sick. Just wasn't quite enough to bust through there. Yeah, I like Darkest Dungeon, although Darkest Dungeon 1 I've kind of gotten a little bored of. So that's why I haven't felt inspired to do any Darkest Dungeon streams lately, because I kind of like got a little tired of it. I kind of want to try Darkest Dungeon 2, but I feel like I should finish Darkest Dungeon 1, at least one campaign, before I do 2. But it feels like a grind to do 1. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it feels very grindy. Where is there a secret expo? Oh, the 9 o'clock expo. I didn't even see that. Not even paying attention to the game. Well, that was to the Hydras, but... Yeah, he knows it's there. He must have scanned it. Oh, no. Wait, actually, there's mutas that are going to clean this shit up. Lita does not have enough Goliaths for this. The Goliath stayed to fight and the tanks ran, because he knew that's the main target. The Goliaths are not the target. You kill the Goliaths so that they won't disturb you while you kill the tanks. Now he's going too hard with these mutas though. Oh, he hit the tanks in the dropship to stop the mutas from finishing him off. That's actually pretty cool. But now that he can just kill the dropship and kill both tanks, and he's not for some reason. You can't game over. Yeah, that's an interesting dynamic of that game, yeah. Like, you could theoretically just keep playing and trying to rack up, level up new heroes and go after whatever, but it's... I feel like, yeah, at a certain point there's a spot where you're gonna get to a point where it's easier to just give up and start over. Because I think the only thing that persists is your what are they called? The items that you have, right? That's how you get higher level characters, by beating the boss missions and getting good items, right? And so, like, that's the one thing you have going for you. So if you got squad wiped a couple times and you lost all your good items, you'd just basically be screwed. That's happened to me once. I lost a bunch of rare and legendary items. But that's true, the town upgrades. That's actually the other thing. I have max upgrades, and I have a bunch of rare and legendary items. So I just need to level up some characters so I can go after the final missions. And that feels like that's where the grind is, I think. Alright, well now I'm feeling a little bit inspired. So we'll see if I can squeeze in a Darkest Dungeon stream. Probably not this week, because I have more meetings. Well, maybe I could do a day stream tomorrow or Friday. Yeah, maybe I'll do a day stream tomorrow or Friday. Do some more Darkest Dungeon. Grind some characters back up. But I feel like it's more exciting when it's hard missions, like bosses and stuff like that.
경기를
And,
끌고 어쨌든 나오긴 나와야 되는데 근데 그
so if I'm streaming it-
잡히면 정말 절망적이죠.
네, 지금 한상무 선수가 가스를 네 군데를
I don't
채취하고
know.
있기 때문에
I've also been a little bit addicted to the cycle lately,
그렇다면은
but I don't know if I would want to stream that because I'm just not very good at it.
좀
So
스캔을 계속 확인을 하면서 네, 탱크 비율과 골리앗 비율을 좀
that's
조절할
okay. That's a game that I can play a
데뷔 탈출보다는 지금
little bit.
많은 해처리
Well, I guess I can't really zone out on it because it's so freaking hard.
생각이 좀 들고요.
네, 데뷔 조합은
예.
시작됐어요.
어쨌든 지금
For me, 'cause I'm a boomer, I can't PvP.
타이밍에 나왔기 때문에 예, 여기를 발판으로 2시 쪽까지도 신한문 선수 자신의 영역으로 만들어요. 반만 싸우면
Every turn the game can go tits up. But that's true, but also it's not. Like I feel like the medium missions,
네, 테란에게 멀티를 기회를 주는 그런 선수는
for the most part, like I feel like a lot of the missions I'm just cruising,
테란의 본질
and as long as I just make some pretty decent tactical decisions, like
맞아주면서 히드라 럴커 드랍 이런 것도 좀 생각해
I've got a healer, and if there's no like boss smacking me, then like for million damage to one shot my characters, I feel like I'm never in that much danger. Yeah, Quandro has a bit of the map control, doesn't he? Sniping these tanks, look at that.
이 뮤탈리스크가 시간이 지나면 지날수록
1, 2, 3, 4. I see 5 bases. I don't think he has top left. I think he's just got like overlords there or something like that. Talking some smack. I've played a lot of missions. The low-level missions are just like too easy now. That being said, I'm only playing on whatever the medium difficulty is, not the super hard difficulty. So it might be less easy if I was playing on that difficulty. But I want to beat the campaign. I want to beat it first before I think about going to higher difficulty. Yeah, he's got so many gas now. He can just SM. I think yeah, he's got 2 squads of mutas there. He can one-shot turrets with that. He's just rampaging with his double muta squad now. This is the Zerg dream right here. Oh, you have to finish the game in 92 weeks? Oh wait, no, that's not that. Okay, because I think I'm at like week 60 or 70 or something like that. So 92 weeks is reasonable. 11 deaths is save and delete. Wow, okay. That's crazy. I mean, I've played permadeath delete your save games before. Mostly NetHack. NetHack is very unforgiving, so that doesn't faze me that much actually. NetHack is a great game for learning acceptance of loss. For learning to accept dumb shit happening that's out of your control or in your control, that you just lose everything from it. When it happens to you enough, you learn to deal with it. So NetHack is a good teaching tool for other games and for life. XCOM. NetHack is even worse than XCOM in that sense. XCOM, yeah, for sure. Because XCOM is kind of like Darkest Dungeon, actually. I think in that sense, where you can go in and you can lose your whole squad, but the game isn't over yet. And if you have other squad members that are good, you can still keep playing and still theoretically win, or you can try and level up your other characters. But usually in XCOM. No, I'm talking about the modern XCOM. I don't know if you're talking about the old school XCOM. Here he's just going in with everything. Mass, Hydras, and Mutas. Now this is actually not going to work, is it? See? I think he had too few Mutas, and Lita had too many tanks.
그리고 지금 예, 양쪽으로
I was like, wait a minute, he doesn't actually have that many mutas anymore. And going it against tanks with Hydras is not going to work. Unless you have overwhelming mutas. Now here's the second wave though. Does he just have too much money that it doesn't matter if he lost that battle?
예, 메카닉의 업그레이드를 신상무 선수가 생각한다면 오히려 한상무 선수가 저거의 업그레이드를 밀어붙이는 이런 모습.
You could move 3 units out and get wiped by bad spawns in 1 turn. Nice. That's kind of lame. I haven't played the old school one, but XCOM can be sad because it can be like, you know, if you lose all your good characters, it's just a slow descent. Like the game doesn't end, but you're dead walking. And you really have to know the game well enough to acknowledge that and quit and restart. Otherwise, you're going to waste your time. I feel like Darkest Dungeon is similar though. You could get so screwed up in Darkest Dungeon that you're never going to win, but you don't technically lose. So it's up to you to realize that and restart the game. Quanro has too much. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. He just has too much money. He can lose the battles. They're even on supply right now, interestingly enough. Doso contributing some fodder. Some fodder for the Archon. Quan rolled. That's an old term right there. You can get back a bit faster? Oh, okay. I guess that's true. It's like, well, that seems like it could be true. I haven't actually gotten to that point. Because I played one game where I just like, the first campaign I did of Darkest Dungeon, I just like spent too much on supplies for every mission and I failed some missions. And then that was the thing, is I didn't have enough money. He's still on lair? Interesting. I didn't even have enough money to like get enough food to my characters to go into a mission. So I was like, okay, well this is dumb. Like I don't want to just go in and like have my characters die of hunger every time. So I was going to just restart him. And I was more conservative about how much money I spent. Cause I actually, in my first run of Darkest Dungeon, I actually didn't realize that you spent money on the items that you took into the missions. I thought it was like you have a supply and you would take items in, and if you made it out with them, then you would still have them for the next run. And I didn't realize that you were actually like buying stuff and it was just deleted at the end of every mission. So I was a little too hasty with that and I ran out of money very quickly. He doesn't know endgame units. True. Hey, you know what? When you have, let's see, how many does he have? 1, 2. I don't think he still has one top left. Lita actually has 4 bases now. He's mining at 2 or 3 of them. Quanro still has the same supply. Could Lita just have pulled the Terran trump card? Where he's just like, oh, actually I'm Terran, so I just hold off for a while and then I win. Top right, yes, you're right. Top right is mineral only. I forgot about that. And he's going mech, so that doesn't help. Quan throw? It might be a Quan throw. How did we never think of that? Elliot, maybe I just don't remember it. I don't remember us using Quan throw back in the day. Is this a drop? It is a drop. Okay, that's gotta be the end, right? He's bringing the tanks in. The crane casters are like, target the command center. Where's the queen? Okay, he's just gonna kill it.
이거 빼가지고 한시로 쭉 올라가야죠.
Oh, he's getting the other. Boom, boom, boom. The double strike just picks off 2 command centers, and then that's it. That's actually really harsh. Just snipe the command centers. Now he can't mine. Easy money. He could theoretically float his main and his natural, but I ain't going this amount of time without mining. This is too much. He's gonna pick the units up and go into the natural. Doesn't matter, you know. Or just die there. That was a little silly. But Lita's pretty screwed, I think, now. So it might be a two. It might looks like a 2-0 here. Oh yeah. He's like, you know what? Tanks can't attack. Mutalisks. I think we also used to say Quan Roand. Maybe I just made that up though. He's got a defiler mound. He learned hive tech. Oh, this is the round of 16. Okay. 5,000 minerals and turrets. Is that supposed to be like a busted battlecruiser or something? What I'm thinking of doing is, hey Dabamonian, how's it going? I'm thinking for the 3 emote slots I have now at tier 1 that are open, I might do, I'm trying to think of what would be a good, triple emote. So that people tier 1 can do a combo emote also, but not do separate lines, just have it be like a 3 in a row, but I don't know what a good one would be. He's just ignoring the irradiates. Oh my god, this is a Zerg dream right here. July Zerg is smiling down from... Well, he's not dead, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway. Quanro takes the series 2-0. What's my favorite race to play? I don't know. Depends on what mood I'm in. Yes, the Zerg one, Eltich. Oh, we got another ZVT here. Effort versus Flash. Might go a little differently. It depends on my mood. Sometimes if I just want to take it easy a little bit, I like to play Terran. And I say that because I like to play a lot of games versus like... Yes, he got Quan rolled. I like to play games versus like comps most of the time. And Terran's easier because you can just wall off and build tanks and then you're safe and you don't have to worry that much. But Zerg, sometimes you want to press a lot of buttons really fast. And Zerg is good for that. Sometimes you would just want to build cannons. Sometimes I really want to go mass scouts. You know? That's the mood I'm in, and I need to go Protoss. So. Alright, when does the game actually start? Let's fast forward a few minutes to the game. Sometimes you want to feel overpowered and not push buttons and you play Terran. Exactly. That's true versus comps. I'm tired, man. I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule because my insomnia screwed it up, and so I've been waking up earlier the last couple days, which means I've just been tired all day.
먼저 이영호 선수 수정입니다. 네, 이곳입니다. 파란색 테란. 김정호에게
You better be careful, Beardmouth, using the Artosis Terran slogan
테란은 14승 1패 거의 다 이기고 있어요.
그렇죠. 저그가
for Protoss.
성적 자체가 가장 뛰어나고요.
I don't care,
아, 이영호 선수는
but
만났죠.
some people might take issue.
반납을 하면서 기회를.
I think Artosis is on right now.
우승했죠. 이번에 김명훈 선수와의 대결에서 2대1로 말이죠.
아, 네, 지민이
ASL on the way.
아무튼 예, 빠른 쾌유를 저희도 기원합니다.
That's cool. They're going to be uploading new ASL videos soon. Awesome.
미네랄과 가스로 이 분배를 잘 못하면은 경기 중간에 이렇게 흐름이 상대방으로 넘어가 버리거든요. 그렇기 때문에 김정우 선수 같은 경우에는 가스만 쫓는 그런 멀티가
I'm gonna go pee.
먹을 수 있는 그런 멀티가 좀 필요할 것 같고요.
그렇죠. 그렇기 때문에 저그는 한 번에 짜낼 수 있는
That's awesome.
그런 여력이
I'm gonna go pee real quick.
굉장히 뛰어나고
Grab another drink.
상대적으로 말씀하신 것처럼 그 폭발력으로 뭔가 승부를 내지 못하면 확 줄어버리죠.
예, 특히나 이영호 선수가 이 맵에서도 후반부로 가게 되면은 정말 이 집중력이 정말 대단해지거든요. 특히나 이 마린의 업그레이드가 될 때마다 이영호 선수도 업그레이드가 된 듯한 모습. 그런 모습들이 분명히 김정우 선수 입장에서는 부담이 갈 수밖에 없습니다.
네, 지금 일단 뭐 아무래도 12 한마당의 가능성 때문에 베럭스를 또 입구 쪽에 전진해 짓고 정차 빨리 되고 이러면 벙커리 위협까지도 가능한 거고요.
그렇습니다. 서로 간에 이제 이영호 선수 입장에서는 5시 쪽으로 SB가 가는 모습인데요. 그렇다면 어느 정도 초반에 하지만 드론이 오게 되면은 어느 정도 12 드론 앞마당을 예상할 수가 있습니다.
네. 일꾼끼리 만나진 않았습니다. 그래서 이 타이밍 여기까지 왔어. 이제 뭐 감 잡겠죠. 베럭스를 만들고 있는 중.
네, 그러면서 지금 게스까지 올리는 것까지 드론을 확인하는 모습이고요.
네.
네, 뭐 말씀하신 것처럼 이영호 선수가 후반의 힘이 테란 가운데서도 어떤 속도라는 부분보다는 확실히 이영호는 힘의 바탕을 둔 플레이어인데 정명훈 선수도 그런 밑그림을 잘 그리죠. 큰 그림을 이영호 선수 굉장히 잘 그리는 선수예요.
네, 김정우 선수가 저번 경기 때 5드론을 한번 이 맵에서 뛴 적이 있었기 때문에 하지만 이영호 선수도 그 부분은 생각 별로 안 하고 지금 SCB 원래라면은 5드론까지 생각을 한다면은 SCB가 5시 쪽으로 가서 저그가 없다. 그러면은 SCB 한 마리 더 본진에서 출발해서 9시 쪽으로 가야 되거든요.
네, 졸리다는 거죠?
네, 생각을 안 한 건지 깜빡했는지 모르겠어요.
네.
다른 때 같으면 이제 혹시 모르니까 방비를 했을 수 있겠습니다만은 여기서 이근 선수는 이제 김태경과 붙습니다. 아무튼 대진이 아주 그냥 예술이에요. 아주 아름다운 대진이에요. 김태경과 경기니까요.
정말 누가 올라가든지 간에 아주 멋진 명승부가 될 것 같고요.
네, 요즘 이제 공식전도 이렇게 많지 않은데 뭐 개인 리그, 프로리그 공식전 끝났으니까 WCC에서 진짜 명승부 나옵니다 이제.
네, 지금 김정우 선수의 플레이는 굉장히 이 맵에서 무난하게 정석적인 플레이인데요. 투회 처리에서 태클을 올리면서 태크로 테란에게 압박을 가면서 동시에 안정적으로 사이드에 있는 멀티를 가져가려는 그런 움직임인 것 같습니다.
일단은 벌처 한기 뽑고 나서 벌처 더블을 생각하는 모양인데요. 지금 이영호 선수는 앞마당 쪽보다는 뭐 뒷마당 쪽을 노릴 12시 쪽이나 뭐 3시 쪽을 노릴 가능성이 앞마당을 바로 가져가네요.
네, 정찰을 꼭 꼼꼼하게 해줌으로써 이 커맨드까지 확인하게 되면은 김정우 선수가 준비한 그런 그림을 그대로 그릴 수가 있습니다.
앞마당 안정적인 곳이 아닌 앞마당 이건 한번
네.
자식이 가는 거예요.
벌처 한기도 안 뽑고 바로 애드온을 달아버리면서 커맨드 센터. 이게 바로 이런 SCV의 꾸준한 정찰이 있기 때문에 상대가 저글링의 위협이 안 느껴지지 않습니까?
네, 뭐 갑자기 뭐가 튀어나올 수는 없는 거 이런 초반에요.
네, 이 SCB를 좀 더 돌렸으면 어땠을까 하는 생각이 드는데요. SCB를 계속 돌리게 되면은 SCB 쫓는 저글링 때문에 벌처가 급습하는 그런 상황도 연출할 수 있었는데 그 점이 좀 많이 아쉽네요.
그리고 저글링은 뭐 혹시 뭐 할지 어떻게 할지 모르기 때문에 이거 아주 빈 것을 밝히고 있어요.
지금 개발하고 있는 거는 속업보다는 마인업의 가능성이 일단 뭐 있을 것 같긴 한데 왜냐하면 상대가 또 이러고 있다가 앞마당을 준비하려는 시점에 또 몰아칠 수도 있기 때문에 지상 유닛으로 말이죠.
네.
이영호 선수가 여기서 마인업을 해주는 게 가장 안전한 방법 중에 하나인데 일전에 마인업을 안 하고 속업을 한 적이 있었습니다. 그래서 경기가 좀 이상하게 흘러가서 경기가 진 경우가 있었는데 이번 경기 때는 좀 안전하게 마인업부터 할 수도 있고요. 그리고 속업일지 마인업일지 아직은 판단하면 안 됩니다.
네, 그런데 이영호만 아는 겁니다. 자, 벌써 2기까지 전진
네.
배치하고 3기까지 출발했어요.
일단은 입구 쪽에 지금 오버로드의 어떤 정찰이 잘 이루어져 있어서 이게 소고
네, 소급이다면은 지금 이 저글링까지 잡아내고 바로 올라갈 수도 있거든요.
소급일 가능성이 높아요. 왜냐면 벌처를 지금 상당히 네 개까지도 지금 뽑아내는 모습이 소급이네요.
그렇죠. 자, 이러면 한번 확 가고 들어가는 겁니까? 4기째 벌처가 출발하지 않았어요.
아, 네, 김정우 선수도 어느 정도 예측을 해야 되는데요, 지금.
그래도 그렇기 때문에 지금 저글링을 위해 세워놓은 거거든요. 네, 그러니까 지상 유닛으로의 어떤 공격은 좀 배제를 했다. 그래서 스파이를 올리면 그 전에 한번 벌처를 한번 들어가 보겠다 이런 의도를 가지고 있었던 건지도 모르고요.
네,
네.
아무튼 안 쓰고 있으면 안 들어가요.
네, 여기서 소급 마이너 생략하고
Back.
골리앗 사거리 업그레이드를 할 수 있는 상황이죠.
Roberto, what's
그럴
up?
수도 있고요. 예.
I thought I was done eating, but I decided to have one more slice of pizza.
골리앗 사거리 업그레이드를 지금 하고 있는 것 같고 소급이 아까 끝났었던 것 같고요.
네. 아무튼 뭔가 할 듯한 상황 조성시킨 다음에 아무튼 안 들어갔다.
I was gonna try and go to the gym
뭐
tonight, but
아무래도 마이너
I don't know if I
파츠나
will.
뭐 저글링을 좀 막아.
Last slice is the best slice.
히드라.
그렇죠.
그런
Is it
것들을
though?
막아주기 위한 것인데 저글링을 다수 생각하지 않았고 김정우 선수가 그걸
Unless you mean like the last slice available.
히드라 리스크.
That's not the best slice because then you always want more.
생각을 한 판단을 좋았습니다.
뭐
What's up, Redman?
맞춰가는 거니까요. 뭐 그런 어떤 그 결과로
How's it going?
잘된 거고요.
네. 여러분들 이제 뮤탈로 길을
Or do you mean the last slice is the best because it fills you up and makes you feel satisfied?
큰 활약을 보이기는 좀 힘든 것 같습니다.
네, 김정우 선수가 방금 뮤탈리스크로 큰 견제를 하지 않았지만 이렇게 한번 체제를 바꿨기 때문에
Chalky milk tastes better in the blue cup.
올라가지 않은 모습으로 갔기 때문에 이후에 마린 메딕을 예상할 수 있습니다. 그렇기 때문에 김정우 선수가 이후에 가디언이나 혹은 럴커를 생각할 필요가 있겠습니다.
Hot take, you like pizza? Beard mouth.
자, 그리고 병력도 일단 조금 전진하고 있어요.
More
앉아다 맞을 생각은 없습니다.
inflammatory statements going on here.
하지 않기 때문에 뮤탈리스크 많거든요.
네, 벌처를 빼는 걸 확인하려는 뮤탈의 움직임이었죠.
빈거 잘 틀어막아야
I don't know if I can,
지금은 김정우 턴이에요.
If we can have such crazy, some crazy opinions. Stirring up trouble in this chat. Is this an elvish keyboard?
나오지 않고 있기 때문에 사실 이 동안에 활약할 수 있는 뮤탈리스크
Nice.
확장을 하나 정도 더 해야
Why is the
됩니다.
enter key a broken sword?
여기 세 번째 털에까지 만약 부서지게 되면은 아, 그래도 무리는 안 하는 모습인데요.
네.
그렇죠?
I don't know what that
이럴 때
means.
좀,
Interesting.
소위에게서
That's pretty cool. That's very nerdy.
쟤는 플레이를 좀 해줘야 됩니다.
My father fought in the pizza wars.
뮤탈리스크를 한번 들어가서 정찰을 성공했을 때
Hey, what's up, Agent Rifle?
확장을 좀 바로바로 좀 가져가주는 모습이 필요했었는데 아, 지금 뭐 확장을 가져가긴 하지만
Did you, that was you, right, the other day that commented for a second when my chat wasn't working? I saw it later, but I think you're already gone.
그 상태에서 뮤탈리스크와 어떤 뭐 저글링을 합류를 시키든 그래서 상대의 메칸이
My
모여있는
dad fought in the
골리앗
pizza
숫자를
wars.
줄여주던가 지금 그런 플레이가 안 됐었기 때문에 잘
You joined the Aptos faction?
좀더 빨리 이제
Wait, the Imperials or whatever? The Wardens?
순수
What'd you do that for?
했지만, 네, 한동안 이 빌드를 계속 밀었었거든요. 골리앗
Just to mix things up?
마린 메디. 그렇기 때문에 김정우 선수도 분명히 그런 부분들을 생각을 한다면
Were the rebels being too OP?
전환을 좀 빨리 해줘야 되는데요 지금.
네. 베러스 급격하게 늘리고 있습니다.
Or were they weren't called rebels, were they? Or were they called rebels? I don't remember.
정도에서 이제 골리앗 숫자 더 이상의 뮤탈리스크를 뽑지 않는다는 걸 확인했기 때문에 이 상황에서 머린 메딕 모아주고 이제 탱크 뽑아주면 되거든요. 탱크 뽑아줘서
Rip and pepperoni.
가지고 있는 이제 머린 메딕과 골리앗 탱크로 치고 나가야죠.
네.
베슬 나오는 순간.
네, 보통 사이언스 베슬이 뜨기 전에 탱크랑 마린 메디
Red circle medal.
먼저 전진하는 모습인데 이동경 선수는 이용호 선수가 탱크를 지금
You guys are taking this pretty far here.
오히려 SK 테란으로 네, 그냥 센터 싸움을 좀 해보겠다 이런 생각인 것
네.
같은데.
Colonials. Okay. You want an easy mode?
네, 그렇다 하더라도 이런 뮤탈리스크
Are they different? I thought they were like the same thing. Do they have different units or whatever?
드랍십이 동반된 공격을 올 수 있기 때문에
지금 어쨌든
Apparently they are different if one is Aptos, right?
출발이 지금 거의 임박한 상황이거든요. 이제 지상 유닛을 좀 쏟아내야 됩니다.
For some reason I thought because it was like a war game that was just like
타이밍이거든요.
guns and tanks for both of them. Although I guess
방역병력이 꾸준히 늘고 있어요. 아, 이러면
people have different guns and different tanks.
칼같은 타임이 나올 수 있을지
그렇죠.
대략 5개.
네, 어쨌든 지금 이 정도의 규모를 상대하기 위해서는 뭐 디파일러 이런 게 아니라
Unless one side has photon cannons.
센터에서
I didn't realize
유닛에서
it.
잘 둘러쳐야 돼요.
네, 이제부터는 럴크의 숫자가 굉장히 중요하겠고요.
Ah, okay.
디파일러 럴커가 나오기 전에 한번 또 들어올 것이기 때문에 김정우 선수 같은 경우에는 럴커로 시간을 버는 용도보다는 지금처럼 럴커를 계속
Interesting.
필요합니다.
이 한 방이 정말 강력합니다.
네. 중간에 어떤 뭐그 장애물
Why don't they win all the time then?
바로 질러가겠는데요.
그래도 김정우 선수도 지금 나름 지금 고비에서 병력을 잘 쏟아내고 있기 때문에 결국 컨트롤 전투 승부예요.
Is it just a numbers game?
종류가 몇 가지입니까 이거 그냥 완전 종합 선물 세트로.
Did less people want to be the Nazis, and so they just like give them good stuff to even it out?
럴커가 각계격파를 당하면 안 되거든요, 김정우 선수는.
근데 보이면 이거 뭐 겁나겠습니까?
바로 빼야죠.
네.
아직 여유가 있어요. 시간적 여유가 있고요.
I wonder if they have anything like that built into the game on the back end or something that will change
한
things
방의 전투로 이게
if there's too many players on one side or the other.
지금 이영호 선수의 물량이 너무 넘쳐나기 때문에 럴커 숫자가 지금 한 부대 정도는 나와야지.
이 저글링.
But didn't the Colonials win the last like 2 wars or something like that?
그리고 지금 이 병력이 나온 지가 꽤 됐기 때문에 빈집거리를 하더라도 이영호 선수가 충분히 수비할
what
확률이
a-
나오고요.
네, 드론이 나와 있네요. 이게 병력을 쥐어짜내는
Love outsider.
뽑아내가지고 지금 이게
Effort might be in a little bit of trouble, you know? I like his spaced out.
시간이 촉박한데요.
He's got the spaced out sunkens to like force the tanks to move slowly. But what is he buying time for? Does he have defilers on the way? Is the question here.
조합 자체가 정말 이영호 선수의 색깔을 잘 담아낸 조합이네요. 굉장히 묵직해 보입니다. 저 덩어리 병력이.
저번에도 곧 뒷발로 나오고 추가 병력의 지원을 막고 있습니다. 김정호 한방 버티기가 부담스럽습니다.
Sometimes Terran win, not very often.
양방치기.
Oh, he's going. It's like a sandwich, but he's just not. It's not compact enough of a sandwich. Well, maybe it is. The second wave, he's getting. Oh, never mind. He is getting on top of him. JK, he killed everything. It looked like there's too much space in between the lurkers, and he was gonna have space for his marines to live. That's pretty well executed by effort.
이후에 테란의 드랍십을 좀 대비해 줄 필요가 있고요. 이영호 선수도 그런 저그의 움직임에 반해서
BGH Phantom? I don't know what Phantom is.
가져올 수가 있거든요.
그러면 앞마당 쪽에 코너를 막았으니까 계속 그런 순간 이동을 준비하겠죠.
M to the Ultrap, moletrap.
Stabilized.
Hey, Flippy Killer. What's going on? Thank you so much for the resub. 4 months. Snake with wide open jaw emote. It is a snake, right? It looks like a snake, I think, right? Yes. Or wait, is it a dinosaur? Or something? I thought it was a snake, but I've never zoomed in on it before. Now that I zoom in on it, it looks like it might be a dinosaur. I don't know.
경기 자체가 좋은 건 아닌데 와, 그 기세 자체가 이영호 선수가
A Komodo dragon. It used to be Komodo hype. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. And it became PogChamp. Now it's both, I guess.
그냥 공짜로 먹는 멀티는 좀 커트 지금
I see. I see. Thank you very much, Flippy Killer. Would you like to add a unit to the Chatcraft battle? There's already a Archon that's been summoned, a hero Archon. That was summoned by Beardmouth for his tier 3 sub. Wanna add a tank? There we go. Maybe the tank can do some damage to the hero Archon. Summon a vessel? It doesn't even matter actually. The hero Archon has 100 hit points. It's still gonna be super strong. I think it has some armor too actually. So EMP won't even kill it. Interesting Twitter. Yeah, I mean that's why they changed the image, because he got a little bit too interesting. A little bit too interesting for people to handle. 100 HP is nothing.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Need mods? I'm your man. You know, a few people have volunteered to be mods. I'm not opposed to it.
글쎄요, 이거는 김정우 선수가
But,
넘어가기에 이영호 선수가 놔두면 되는데.
I always feel like it's a burden to put on someone rather than like, I don't know. Because it's like then you have to mod. Then you actually have to do like work in the channel, right? And so that seems like, you know, I don't want to reward people that are friendly here by saying, oh well, now you have to like do work and like I don't know, be vigilant or whatever. Maybe I'm looking at it the wrong way. But yeah, we don't need mods. We just let the spam flow. Yeah, usually people don't, I mean, I'm not a big enough streamer that any trolls are going to come in here usually. So it's not usually a problem. And if Artosis sends his trolls my way, which has only happened twice in 2 years, then we deal with it. And the trolls get bored after like 2 minutes and they leave anyway. Except for Siberian Catcher, he's an Artosis troll that stuck around, I think. I'm kidding, of course.
여기에만 신경이 쓰여 있으면 안 되거든요.
예, 추가 확장을 더 가져가든지 아니면 세시 지역을 견제를 가지 않게 되면은 지금 상황에서 울트라가 뜨더라도 이영호 선수가 센터에 밀릴 이유가 없어요.
It's a very interesting troll community that Artosis has built over there.
이렇게 저거는 뽑으면서 가슴 오는 건
예.
좋겠지만
그렇죠. 아웃사이더 저그에 앞서 말씀드린 그 승가 폭발력 그건 거세지만은 결국 이게 시간이 이렇게 되면 말라 죽습니다.
7시에 노란색 또는 11시에 노란색 좀 있었을 때 이게 신나는 저글링.
Our TL was definitely a troll community. Faux show. Some people weren't even trolls. They just were dumb and they came off as trolls. I think.
계속 싸워주니까 이 저울리 넣고 단계에서 벗어나질 못하고 있습니다.
Because I think to be a troll, you have to do it intentionally, right? You have to be like if you're just being an ass, that's different, right? Being a troll is being an ass in a funny way because you think it's gonna get people riled up or you think it's funny, right? Isn't that what a troll is, kind of? I mean, I guess these days you could troll in a nice way, like, oh, I'm just trolling ya. But and maybe that's different. Maybe you can troll as a verb without being a troll.
들어온 김에 최대한 귀찮게 해야죠. 아 저기 보초 세워놔야겠네. 자꾸 그들 병력 들어오잖아요.
See, we only have the finest trolls in here. Shrek is a troll that everyone loves, right?
네, 결국 김정우 선수가 울트라리스크를
What is that? Is that a Hydralisk? That's a pretty decent Hydralisk. Shrek is an onion. He's like a layer cake. Like an onion. I don't, you know, how many Shreks have there been? I don't know if I've even seen the last one. Or has it been like a long time since there was a Shrek movie?
이쪽에 타격을 할 수 있느냐 없느냐 여부가
Shrek.
가장 중요한 포인트입니다.
3시는 무한가스입니다. 11시, 7시, 3시는 무한가스예요.
아, 오늘따라
Because there was 2 or 3 Shreks, right?
무딘데요. 5시 지역이 어떻게든 해처리가 펴지고, 네, 그리고 코너를 뚫리고, 예, 지상으로 병력이 좀 가서
Sequels and spin-offs. I'm looking at Wikipedia.
아, 이게 플레이도 너무 늦었고.
3 sequels?
디파일러가 나와도 김정우 선수의 자원을 보니까
I think I've only seen the first 2 Shreks.
이게 밀릴 분위기거든요.
그리고 방금 뒷발로 많이 죽었어요.
Shrek 2 is the only one to receive similar acclaim from critics. All 3 sequels were commercially successful. Shrek the Halls and Sacred Shrekless were holiday-themed short films, and a spin-off prequel entitled Puss in Boots. Oh, Puss in Boots was a Shrek prequel.
You want a piece of me, boy?
I think I probably could have known that, but I didn't. I think Puss in Boots was good. I think I remember seeing that. Oh, the ultras are popping out. Is it too late? It's never too late for ultras press swarm. Never too late. Well, sometimes it's too late. He's got 75 supply. Ultras, get your toe underneath that swarm. They left the swarm and they died.
예, 아,
Yeah, I think he's over for effort now.
좀 아닌 것 같습니다.
He might have been able to hold that theoretically, but
과감하게 더 이제 확장을 했었어요.
he won't be able to hold all the other
네,
bases
이용호
though.
선수가 잘 괴롭혔네요. 계속 센터 쪽에서 농성하고
Fire bats.
소모하게끔 잘 만들었죠.
그렇습니다. 뭐
I think ultras are more than capable of taking care of fire bats, right?
네, 계속 센터에서 압박을 해주니까 김정은 선수
I didn't know there was 4 Shreks, guys.
가져가는, 예,
I don't know if I need to watch all the Shreks though.
가져갈 수밖에 없죠.
결국 세기를 받네요. 저
Yeah, you can't do- you
여섯
need your
쪽에
swarms, buddy. Get the swarms down.
이루어지고 있기 때문에, 예,
Or
자원이
plague.
많겠는데요, 김정은 선수.
Plagues are good too. Yeah, see now he's gonna attack the side bases. He can't crack the front with the swarms and ultras, but he just attacked the sides.
네, 거기에 11시
Just attack the economy.
된것 같고요.
그렇습니다. 지금부터는 정말 이용
Yeah, I
김정은
think it's
선수가
GG.
아무리 가스 유닛을 뭐 스콜지나
Look at all those barracks humming away.
이용호 선수의 자원력이 너무 이제는 예, 저그보다 앞서기 때문에 베스를 다 잡혀도 상관없거든요. 이래대 한
Their
번씩만 걸고.
bright flashing lights in the windows.
아무리 울트라가 그 몸이 좋다고 하더라 쏘면 맞습니다.
You got a plague down on some of the vessels. That's kind of cute. But
울트라 이게 안 됩니다.
what a beautiful sight. It is kind of beautiful.
내가 거의 바닥인데요, 김정은 선수.
It is.
최는 데가 11시 불안한 11시
11시도 지금 견제받고 있는 것 같고요.
11시도 견제받고 그나마
Huh.
연락이 안전하게 돌아가는 곳이 6시 쪽 미네랄이죠.
I don't really appreciate Google sending me random notices about stuff, but this is kind of cool. Apparently, Google Maps decided to tell me that you can get cycling directions with elevation and avoiding busy roads.
6시 30분에 도착해서 섰다고 합니다만은
So, I looked away for a second. I wonder who lost that game.
이제 슬슬 지면서 들렸을 거야 김정우.
뭐 아웃사이더가 저그 맵이라고는 하지만은 저그가 유리한 맵이라고는 하지만 정말 이용호 선수, 정명훈 선수라든가 테란들이 그 밑그림을 너무 잘 그리는데요. 그러니까 이 아웃사이더
Oh,
맵에서
it was
저그가
Flash that won it.
잘해보는 것 같아요.
이영호 말려주기가 아닙니까 그러니까 딱 보면.
원래
Does 6 have 2 gas?
잘 맞는데 그런 이렇게
Uh,
그럼 지금은 다크 썸
yes, I think so. Well, I mean, it's like the bases on this map go like gas, minerals, or something like. Or wait, no. Yeah, no. There's one spot where it's minerals, gas, minerals, and so you could take both the gases, or you can take the gas and the minerals. There's a couple spots with the double gas though. I don't remember exactly. I know one of them is up here. So I think it's behind one of the bases. I don't think it is here. I'm not sure though. Did they show it? I don't think they really showed that spot. Wait, here we go. Yes, here it is. This is 7. So yeah, it's a double gas. But then this gas has the minerals right next to it, so you could take it like it's supposed to be a part of a normal base, right? But yeah. All right, game number 1. It's a best of 3, I think. I think this is the round of 16 still.
답답해서 지지를 친 거죠.
Wait, what is that? Is this game we just watched? Oops, a little bit of a spoiler, I guess. We've watched this game before, I suppose. It started where we left off. Thanks, Nostalgia. How's it going? Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the most upgraded Zerg in the shed.
위의 바이오닉으로 체제 전환이었는데요. 저 빌드가 굉장히 강력하긴 합니다. 하지만 이영호 선수가 저 빌드를 구사하다가 졌던 적이 몇 번 있었는데 그때가 어떤 때였냐? 타이밍을 노린 뮤탈리스크, 저글링. 네, 그런 거센 공격에 무너지는 모습이 몇 번 있었거든요. 그렇기 때문에
Looking kinda dumb with the finger and a thumb in the shape of a pebe on his forehead. Pebe. Great word for lose. I don't know what the word for loser would be though. So it's claw without a thumb. Do Hydralisks not have thumbs? I guess they probably don't, do they? Because they're just always like this. I think it's a better adaptation of that lyric.
당황하지 말고 풀 먼저 들어가고 게스 올리고.
Cute little engineering bay.
정찰을 갈 필요는 없이
He's like attacking the SCV, but it doesn't even matter.
저거를 HP를 거의 뭐 완성될 듯 말 듯.
Hydralisks can't safely scratch their nuts. You know, maybe they can. You just need to be more imaginative.
쓸데없는 얘기를.
Maybe they have some sort of social nut scratching
올려놨기 때문에 저울이
behavior.
나올 때까지 버틸 수
아,
있어요.
where they can't scratch their own nuts, but they scratch each other's nuts or something. I don't know.
앞경기와 좀 빌드 선택이 좀 비슷할 것
Or yeah, they
같아요.
could use their tail maybe.
가전제를 준비할 때는 좀 앞경기 빌드를 또 쓰는 경우가 종종 있었거든요.
오늘 그 커플분들이 좀 많이 오셨습니다.
You could still lift it at finish? I guess, but what's the point of having a burning engineering bay in their base? I mean, I get maybe if you lift it at part way through, but I think it's just more cost effective early on to just be able to cancel it and get your money back.
출발에 있어서 참 김정은 선수가 기분 좋게 출발하지
Snake with two blades.
그리고 방금 전에 김정우 선수가 가스
Let's look up a picture of a Hydralisk.
모습이었는데 저런 것들이 자 오늘 경기가 좀 잘 안 풀리는
Let's look at this together.
좀 트릭 쓰는 것 같거든요. 그러니까
I need to find a real Hydralisk though, not a fan art, right?
개수 기준이 지어져 있고 빼버렸기 때문에 이게 바로 한 건 아니까.
Here we go. We'll do this one.
바로 그랬네요 결국.
그렇습니다. 아무래도 발업으로 한번 공격하려는 모습인데
Well.
이렇다면은 이영호 선수가 좀 안전하게 원팩 더블 커맨드로 선택한다면은 안전하게 앞마당에
This is from. Wait, is this from? Yeah, this says Blizzard on it, right? So here we go. Here's a Hydralisk. So, I mean,
야 이거는 좀 뺏긴데요.
네, 확인했으면은 여기서 오히려 이영호
they probably don't have balls.
번째 팩토리를 취소하고 한 번 더 트릭을 쓰는 것도 괜찮고요.
네. 저 오버레드가 내려오는지를 좀
What are the spines that they're doing? Are they spitting the spines? Or are they like flinging it off their tails? Like, are their tails like whipping the spines off?
앞마당 가져가거나 이런 플레이가 나올 수 있는데 일단 들켰기 때문에 김정은 선수가 데뷔.
It's interesting because like in the cutscenes and everything, the Hydralisks are always shown as melee characters, right? They're always coming with these slash, and like this picture is just a melee character. It's got big slashy spiny hands. But then there are ranged characters in the game. The P stored in the balls? What?
네, 뚫어놓을 수도 있기 때문에 일단 조심해야 되고요.
Got him. He got me there. Zerg can't breed? Well, I mean, they grow from eggs. So, there has to be... I don't know if it counts as breeding, actually. Would that count? Would that technically be breeding? If it's not two individual Hydralisks procreating, but it's just the Zerg swarm in general is like creating more Hydralisks? By telling these eggs to just like... The hive mind is telling the eggs what to morph the DNA into, right? Like it's like human DNA. You've got stem cells where they can turn into different things depending on what they're told to do, right? So eggs are probably the same way, where they can turn into any Zerg thing based on what the DNA is activated. So is that procreation if they're just random DNA being activated?
심시티를 너무 잘했어요.
Yeah, I guess that wouldn't count as breeding, would it?
바로 때도 지금 뭐
Technically wouldn't count as breeding, I don't think. Chrysalis?
아유, 이거 안 되죠.
제대로 금을 치고
이거는 그냥 커맨드 짓고.
Isn't it Wait, are you saying it's Chrysalis instead of... Isn't it Chrysalis when one creature form changes into another? Like a caterpillar changes into a butterfly? Isn't that Chrysalis? Wasn't Kerrigan in a Chrysalis, but the rest of the Zerg come from eggs? Or would it be a larva is transforming into a Hydralisk, and so it would be a Chrysalis and not an egg? Just like you're saying. I thought you were trying to make a claim that it's a Chrysalis, damn it! It could count as a Chrysalis, actually. It depends on what. I think a Hydralisk turning into a Lurker should be a Chrysalis instead of an egg. But it might be different processes though. Because a Chrysalis for like a moth, they turn into soup inside the chrysalis,
정도의 이영호 선수
and then they completely recombine in a different way, right? The stuff, it's weird. It's freaking weird, man. So that's different than an egg process. An egg is where things are like cells are dividing and stuff.
네, 병력 확 나오겠는데요.
근데 마치 골리앗 생산을 또 잘 해냈기 때문에 그래도 재미는 좀 알겠죠. 벌처에 휘둘리지
All right,
않았다고 해서
we've heard that.
그러냐, 뽑았으면은
We gotta step it back a notch.
이거 뮤탈로 재미 봐야 돼요.
I really have to go to the bathroom, guys.
벌처로 뮤탈리스크를 확인하기 전에 이미 이영호 선수가 본진에
I'm gonna BRB in a minute. I'm gonna make sure this game is long enough to handle a bathroom break. Alright, the VOD shouldn't last that long. I mean, it should last long enough for me to,
재밌네요 경기 자체가.
just gonna try and make some sort of really bad bathroom-related chrysalis joke, but
이거 좀 찾아야죠. 어차피 뮤탈 뭐 갑자기 나가는 것도 아니고
yeah, it's BRB.
상대가 데뷔를 하는 거거든요, 당연히.
네, 근데 모아놓은 그 벌처가 또 위력을 발휘할 수도 있기 때문에 조심해야 되고요. 지금 상태에서 멀티 타이밍을 말씀해주신 건 좀 좋습니다. 하지만
And
가서 자원 지치라고 했을 때 벌처 한번 털린다. 이러면 문제가 되는 거예요. 이거 다 잡아야 돼요 벌처.
그리고 이영호 선수가
Where is
벌써
it?
소급은 했지만 여기서
We're gonna do Chatcraft after this game.
한번더
BRB.
활용할 수 있는 기회가 생기는 거고요. 라인이 좀 센터에 어느 정도 적절히 매설이 돼야지 시야가 좀 밝혀지고 그래 편안히 경기할 수가 있거든요.
그렇죠. 아 근데 지금 저 벌처를 잘 아꼈네요. 저 아끼는 모습 김정우 선수 봤거든요.
네.
저 2시에 드론 붙일 때 조심해야 돼요. 히다리스크 뽑아놓은 거 미리 갖다 놓던가.
그리고
네.
뮤탈을 조금 더 활용해야 됩니다. 이 정도 가지고 안 됩니다.
네, 히드라가 아니라면은 어느 정도 성큰 콜로니도 좀 필요할 것 같고요. 김정우 선수 여기서 뮤탈리스크로 확실하게 이득 볼 수 있는 싸움만 해줘야 됩니다. 괜히 왔다 갔다 하다가 골리앗에 맞으면은 아까처럼 뮤탈리스크 그냥 쓸데없이 소모하면 결국에는 필요할 때 없는 경우가 생겨버리거든요.
지금 뮤탈리스크 재미 못 봤고요. 결국 벌쳐 나가는데 저게 이제 완성된다 싶으니까 가는 건데
네.
드론 아직 안 붙였거든요.
근데 결국은 붙일 거 아니야. 근데 모르면
근데 이거 다시 빼야 돼요. 이미 예상하고 예측하고 있기 때문에 타이밍이 좀
네.
어긋났어요.
너무 빨랐나요?
너무 빨랐죠.
네, 뒤쪽에 골리앗 감기옵니까?
규정 속도만 지켰어도 되는 건데.
네, 이제 이들이 뭉쳐도
네,
안
지금
가네요.
골리앗이 1업이 됐기 때문에 한 번 더 모아서 올라가게 되면은 김정우 선수
그렇죠.
맞기 정말 힘들 것 같거든요.
지금 상태에서 이호원 선수는 2시 멀티만 깔끔하게 싹 밀어도 경기 자체를 굳힐 수 있는 거거든요.
그렇죠.
여기서 뭐 깜짝 럴커로 뭐 스탑 럴커라든지 그런 것들이 안 나온다면은 단순 물량으로는 정말 이영호의 물량을 막기가 김정우 선수 상당히 힘들 것 같습니다.
자, 골리앗 숫자가 거의 소모 없이 꾸준히 쌓이고 있습니다.
그래도 지금 뭐 히드라리스크의 규모라든가 성과까지 있는 모습을 보니까 일단 2시는 가장 위험할 수도 있었던 그 시간차 공격에 잘 보존이 됐고요.
네, PC도 리부팅 했는데 김정우 선수 더 타깃하게 싸워야죠. 김정우답게 싸워야죠.
네, 여기서 베슬까지 생산이 된다면은 김정우 선수가 너무 힘들어질 것 같은데요. 이렇게 되면은
01업에 베슬 나오는 타이밍에 한번 치고 갈 것 같은데요.
네. 드론 접으면 안 되죠.
이번 경기에서 정말 이영호 선수가 유리 한 개 한 개를 너무나도 잘 아끼고 정말 그 능력치 배 이상을 끌어내네요.
4킬?
어디서 제가 들어와서 이렇게
이거 벌처네. 아니 2시에서 잡을 거 여기서 다 했어요. 결국엔 그 없는 틈을 이영호 선수는 벌처가 뽑아놓은 몫을 했네요.
네, 뒤쪽 미네랄이 뚫린 것도 아닌데 정면으로 저렇게 들어갔다는 얘기는 김정우 선수가 시야를 좀 잘 밝혀놓고 미네랄을 잘 살펴볼 필요가 있겠습니다.
설마 정면에서 데뷔를 안 했는지 아무튼 왜 지금 이 상황에 드론이 죽습니까?
이 상황에서 탱크를 한 3기 정도 뽑고 그 정도 되는 타이밍 시즌 모드가 끝나는 타이밍에 한 번 정도 치고 나갈 텐데 그걸 막을 수 있느냐 여부도 지금 중요하거든요.
근데 지금 이영호 선수의 벌처는 어느 정도 공격 타이밍을 재는 벌처거든요. 김정우 선수가 여기서 피해를 받게 되면은 이후에 한방 병력을 막기가 너무 힘들기 때문에 드론을 최소한으로 안 잡히면서 병력도 김정우 선수도 병력을 끌어모아야 되겠습니다.
이제 뽑아내야 됩니다. 뽑아내야 되고요. 그 벌처 한기에 좀 휘둘리는 게 좀 컸습니다, 영향이.
그리고 지금 이영호 선수가 배슬이 너무 빨리 확보가 됐기 때문에 김정우 선수 입장에서는 추가적으로 뮤탈리스크를 생산해내기도 상당히 힘들고요.
안 나오는 거 진짜 확장까지 준비하면서 공격과 확장 동시에 준비하고 있는 이영호예요.
네, 그리고 3가스이기 때문에 뮤탈리스크 한 번 더 뽑아낼 수는 있겠지만 그것만큼 또 이름보다는 큰 것도 없습니다.
그림 참 잘 그리네요, 이영호 선수가. 어차피 병력 손실이 없으니까 탱크 뽑아내면서 굳이 경기를 끝내지 뭐 2시 쪽에 대한 부담감을 느껴서 내가 경기를 끝내야 돼. 이게 아니거든요. 예. 전진에서 다리 진영 밖으로 나와서 아까 신상무 선수와 한상무 선수 경기 때와는 다르거든요. 이호 선수의 테란 지금 불이 나쁜 게 아니기 때문에 6시 쪽 가져가는데 부담이 없습니다.
대신으로 윈라인 다 먹어야 돼 김정은은요.
예, 그리고 이영호 선수도 네, 지금 이제는 공격 타임을 좀 잡아올 필요가 있는 거지. 김정은 선수가 11시 역에 네 번째 가스 멀티를 가져갔기 때문에 가져가고 있기 때문에 이영호 선수도 지금 이제 타이밍 잡아야 되거든요.
그럼 무한자고 가는 겁니다. 그게 돌아만 가면요.
예, 근데 이제 그렇기 때문에 벌처가 좀 활약을 해서 상황을 보는 겁니다. 병력은 어느 정도 내가 치고 나가겠는지 이게 봐서 상대 병력을 좀 쥐어 짜낸다 싶으면 다리만 건너서 자리 잡고 멀티를 하는 쪽으로 선택을 해야죠.
네, 업그레이드도 2일업이 되어 있기 때문에 이제 이영호 선수가 타이밍 좀 잡아야 됩니다. 나와야 됩니다, 이제.
김정은 병력이 급격히 늘어나고 있어요. 조금 더 지나면 더 빨리 늘어납니다. 그 메카닉이 아무리 잘 돈다고 하더라도 경험하면 모르겠습니까?
탱크가 어느 정도 나와 있나요 지금? 탱크가 좀 많이 부족하네요.
네. 너무 우주 방어가 심한데요. 이영호 선수 이렇게 되면은 김정은 선수한테도 기회를 주는 거거든요.
네, 8시 가져가는 것은 뭐 어려움도 없습니다. 이러면요. 중앙으로 내줬고요. 뒤쪽 라인 다 먹고 있어요. 그럼 3시, 9시는 욕심 납니다. 김정은. 언제
네.
한번 나올 거죠, 이영호?
네, 그리고 김정은 선수 입장에서도 이렇게 계속 테란이 모으고 있기 때문에 그렇다면은 여기서 단순히 히드라만 계속 모아주기보다는 좀 드랍 공격이나 혹은 체제 전환이나 그런 것들이 좀 필요할 것 같습니다.
뭔가 준비하겠지 살면 그냥 가만히 병력이 단순하면 전술을 다양하게 써야 되거든요.
근데 지금 또 저거 어떤 그 폭탄 드랍을 시도하기에도 좀 애매한 점이 있어가지고요. 나오는 것만 잡아주는 가운데 자신을 확장을 하면서 후발을 도모하겠다는 그런 생각인 것 같습니다. 김정우 선수도.
Hello.
김정은 선수의 기억 속에 지금
You want a piece of me, boy?
이영호 선수의
You want a piece of me, boy?
미네랄인데요. 그런 부분들도 김정은 선수가 좀
I'm back.
꼼꼼하게 체크해줄 필요가 있겠습니다.
저기는 보기만
My
하면
headphones in here.
어차피
Here's some of the
거니까요.
Hear the Kreen casters getting excited.
네.
예, 근데 참 이렇게 그 센터를 잡고 있는 가운데 확장하는 데 있어서 어쨌든 이영호 선수가 빈틈을 노려서 조금이라도 지연시킨다는 점은
Guys, remember this special Archon here
선수의 벌처가 정말 꾸준합니다.
is a hero Archon that's going to be in this Chatcraft battle. So
이제 7시 미네랄 저 한번 정착하네요.
이제는 나가야 됩니다. 나가서 멀티를 하자.
if you're going to go after that and try and kill it,
테란이
네, 테란이 움직임이 너무
It's gonna take
너무 없고 벌처만 움직이니까
it's going to take some effort.
네, 7시 지역에 멀티를 좀
It's going to take some effort. Haha, Flash. Effort. What's up, Flash?
분노가 없어져요. 못 나옵니다. 이영호. 다 막혀요.
I think I had an extra F there.
뭐
It's just Flash.
Me, boy.
메카닉 풀업 시키고
It's by a lurker.
지역이나 7시 지역 커맨드 하나 더 가져가고 완전 수비 모드.
Ooh, that was a
그렇죠. 지금
good. He's not dodging the irradiates at all.
그게 아예 없는 거 같고요. 네, 완전 그 우주 수비 모드로 확장만 하나씩 늘린 모양입니다. 그래서 어쨌든 결국 반반 만들면 되니까요.
그래도 이 커맨드
막박
깨지는
깼습니다.
건좀
깨나요 한 방.
Ooh, it burnt down.
저는 아무리 우주 수비라도 안 죽는.
It looked like it wasn't for a second, and the mutas were like, "Let's go get it, boys!" But Flash just never even tried to repair it. Like he's got SCVs mining right there, and he just could have repaired it, and he didn't.
그리고 이후에 앞쪽에만
He chose not to. Yeah.
어떻게든 절반으로 가져가게 되면 이 맵에서는 내가 할 만하다. 이용호 선수가 이렇게 생각하고 있는 것 같습니다.
다지던 경기도 프로 메카닉으로.
I wonder why he didn't go after it.
났기 때문에 경기 자체를 속단하기 힘들고요. 김정우 선수도 그렇기 때문에 지금 뭐 자신이 유리한 것 같긴 한데 이게 딱 빈틈이 안 보이는. 참 이영호 선수 까다로운 스타일이거든요.
근데 그 히드나 뮤탈 그 이후에 뭐 테크나 뭐좀
하이브를 가긴 가야 되고요.
네.
디팔로를 조합하긴 해야 됩니다.
I feel like a Justin TV dev took it. I mean, Flash is like, even regardless of Starcraft, it's like a, it's an old superhero, so it's gonna be something that's common enough that people are gonna go after pretty quickly, right? But it makes me think that you must have tried to get it a long time ago, if you were thinking about Justin TV.
울트라리스크로 되는 것도 아니고. 결국 메카닉을 상대로 가장 좋은 방법은
Surprisingly, moletrap was not taken.
확장을 해버려가지고 그 자원력으로 소모전을 해주는 건데 와, 지금 이영호 선수의 저 병력을 줄이지 못했다는 게 김정은 선수에게 부담입니다.
자원줄은 계속 막고 있으나
He might have been able to get like KT flash or something like that.
자체는 지금 점점 넓어지고 있지 않습니까? 이영호 선수 8시 가져가고 있어요.
아, 네, 김정은 선수 여기서 뭐 드랍 공격이라든지 혹은 뭐 퀸을 동반한 공격이라든지 그런 것들이 좀 필요한데 이렇게 계속 히드라만 쌓이게 되면은 이게 한 부대씩 쌓이더라도 느낌은 한 부대가 쌓이는 느낌이 아니거든요.
그 피니시가 나오지 않으면
Alien Dogstar was taken.
나올 뜻도 보입니다.
Wait, really?
가져가는 모습을 봤기 때문에 이게 김정은
아,
선수
지금 이거 정면 들어가면은
네.
자살행위.
Who? Someone took Alien Dogstars?
탱크라도 줄여줘야 되는
I guess I just assumed that you wanted the second G there for some reason. That's so random.
가져갑니다만 지킬 수 있을지 총미까지 영어가 나왔어요.
라인을 지금 잘 그리고 있는데
Flash wasn't on KT?
네, 앞에서
When did you make the name?
뒤에서 준다면은 앞에서 저글링이 뭐
Oh, you mean because KT was dissolved or something?
가 맞아주는 유닛이 좀 필요한데 단순히 히드라는 힘이 없습니다.
네, 병력을 있는데 지금 쓰기가
Flash was on KT for his whole career, I think. Unless he switched and I don't remember or something like that in like 2011 or something.
병력이 너무 많아요, 이영호 선수가 뒤쪽
When I wasn't paying attention.
네, 정말 자원 잘 먹고 히드라만 뽑으면 이렇게
가스 먹는 시대를
And that's what happens when you attack into an entrenched Terran. I mean, you can't just ignore them though, so.
실수뿐 아니라 이거 집에 어떻게 갈 거야? 돈 없어서.
2011. Maybe, yeah, maybe that was post.
알고 봤더니 지금 돈이 없어요.
다 뿌리면 안 되죠.
Well, no, Kespel was still around through 2012.
말고 벌어야 될 거
I
아니에요.
don't know.
네, 미니맵을 보면은 아 정말 이영호 선수가 한쪽에 뭉텅이가 굉장히 많습니다 지금 센터에.
야, 이거 정말 예, 김정은 선수가 좀 답답하겠는데요, 지금.
Hunting a tank with a 20mm rifle? What?
하이브는 완성됐어요. 그럼 유닛 조합으로
How does that work?
단절로 정면 들어가면 안 되죠.
Wait, what's a tank at?
이런 식으로 하기 때문에 무서운 거거든요.
Did they add tank snipers to Protoss in Starcraft 2?
하더라도 9시 지역은 결국에는 이영호 선수가 먹을 땅이거든요. 그렇게 된다면
I mean, every unit in Protoss has in Starcraft 2 as a jump. So, in that sense, yes, because they can get up close to the tanks and hit them, I guess. I don't know. It's a baby tank. Huh. It's a tank that is just barely emerged from its chrysalis. Is it like just a low level tank, or is it like one of those? Like they made a bunch of weird ass motorized vehicles in World War II, and usually none of them actually did anything, but they had like a bunch of prototypes of different weird stuff. Like I'm sure they probably had some little mini tanks. He was on KT, just didn't. Okay, fair enough. That's okay. But you did name it after Flash and not after the Flash from. Where is Flash from? Flash from Marvel? I actually don't remember. Sometimes it's hard to remember because like every successful hero that one of the franchises did, the other one did like the same concept. I actually don't remember what the Flash was in the other universe, but I think they had a super fast guy, right? An interwar thing. Tallies is in Africa? Tankette. Yeah, that totally looks like one of the random weird concepts that they had. Roughly the size of a car, intended for light infantry support and scouting. Some saw limited combat in the early phases of World War II. The vulnerability to light armor led them to abandon the concept, though.
유닛 카운트 이제 거의 반밖에 안 되고요.
Huh.
김정은은요.
아, 결국
그나마 저글링.
There's a.
날아갔네요.
네.
선수.
I'm gonna look up the
혹시
name.
열시에요?
Yeah, there's a book. I thought it was called that. My Tank is Fight
아, 김정은
is a book that has
그 건조시켜버립니다.
all of the weird ass inventions that they came up with. Some of which were used and some of which were just like concepts, but all the weird ass shit that they came up with in World War II.
이제는 들어오기만 초조하게 기다리는 상황입니다.
My Tank is Fight.
노란색이 빽빽합니다.
Deranged inventions.
하지만 아직까지 그래도 김정은 선수가
Someone said.
예, 많이 남아있기 때문에 이 자원을 어떻게 쓰는지가 중요한데 아 지금 김정은 선수 머릿속에는 어떤 유닛을 뽑아야 해법
I've seen my friend of mine had that book. There's some crazy ass shit in there. Crazy ass shit.
극도라는 거 존재할지.
네, 지금 바리케이트 라인이 너무 두꺼워가지고.
They had a flying tank
병력이 많아도
that was supposed to be launched off of a plane with like glider wings on it so it could land in a battlefield.
막상 탱크랑 붙을 때 병력이 나가
Weird giant guns and shit.
보병사단이랑 전차 부대랑 붙은 것 같아요.
평지에서.
네, 그냥 다 녹아요 그냥 내려오면서.
There was a
아, 병력 이제 2배 이상 벌어집니다. 아주 고맙게 와서 죽어졌어요.
what are you gonna say under your breath?
싶은데 울트라를 뽑아도
I have a brainworm?
마인에 일단 다 맞고 탱크에 맞고 탱크에 달라붙으면은 거의 에너지가 없는 그런 상황이 나올까봐 뽑아주는 상황이
Or my tank is fight. Oh, okay, yeah, that'd be a good one to say.
네,
My tank is fight.
이제 많이 없고요, 김정은
It's such a great phrase. I think it's like a mistranslated Russian phrase or something like that.
다리 건널 때가 됐어요. 한 번 더 아주 알짜배기로 그냥 쪽쪽 빨아먹을 겁니까?
탱크의
Midget submarines?
전대 라인이 정말 예술인데요.
안 넘어가니까 다리를 안 넘어가니까 김정호가
The book is My Tank is Fight if you want to look it up, but that would be good too.
저 울트라
They had a giant gun that was on a railroad car and there was only like one of it and it was just insane. It was a German thing. But that wasn't even the weirdest one. So I don't even remember all the weird ones that they had in My Tank is Fight because they were that weird, but
공격과 동시에 정면 공격 그리고 3방치기 4방치기 이런 것들이 좀 이루어져야 되는데 지금
there are many tanks like mine.
그냥 라인을 싹 그어버렸어요.
There are many tanks like this one, but this tank is mine. This tank is Fight.
배슬도 많고.
Gustav?
메카닉 풀업에
I don't know who Schwer Gustav is. Was that someone who came up with the big gun?
김정호가요.
네, 울트라
이건
울트라가
좋네요.
잘했어요.
Leopold?
아, 여기서 뭔가
Wait, is that the name of the gun?
지금 많이 데미지 먹었거든요, 김정호. 지금 없어요.
Damn, he just went in and was like, I'm just gonna put some ultralisks on near your tanks and then they're gonna kill them.
가져가는 상황이거든요.
김정호는 먹어야 되는 멀티고요.
그러니까 절박함이 좀 다르죠 이제 양 선수가. 이현 선수 뭐 미네랄 자원적인 여유가 좀 괜찮고요.
Are you talking about the name of the gun or the name of the people that had the gun?
정말 징그러울 것 같습니다.
I gotta text someone back real quick.
네, 아 일부러 징그럽게 가야 돼요. 상대편이 내 입맛에 딱 맞는 선수예요. 이 형은 이렇게 가면 안 되죠.
이런 선수가 가장 무서운 겁니다.
입맛에 안 맞게 싸워야죠. 상대 입맛에 맞게 싸우면 어떡합니까? 그 다음 타는 이제 2시에요. 3시에는 이 형은 안 먹어도 돼요. 자, 김정은 다시 보면 짠에서 아직 뭐 90, 한 50 정도 차이가 납니다.
네, 여기서 뭐 김정은 선수 입장에서는 테란의 자원줄을 타격을 주기는 정말 힘들고요. 병력 싸움에서 어떻게든 이득을 보는 싸움이라도 해야 되는데 일단 저 마인, 벌처와 마인 저게 끝까지 발목을 잡네요.
아래쪽에 탱크의 배치라든가
지지.
이게 답답한 먹고 있는데 왜 여기서 지지?
There's the GG.
기다려도 들어오지 않고
It was like a totally uneventful GG. I was like not expecting it. I was like, well, they're not fighting right now, so it's not gonna be a GG quite at this moment. But then the GG happened.
김정호가 진실을 다 있어야 되는 게 예리하게
Ziva the GG.
이현 선수를
Like, what was happening here?
멀티고요.
그러니까 절박함이 좀 다르죠 이제 양
It was just the effort was like, I can't break this, and he's just like, I'm just gonna give up.
정말 저그 입장에서
Wait, no, it was farther ahead than this.
이득을 보는 싸움이라도
Like, what happened? Oh, he did have a little bit of an attack with some ultras.
입장에서는 테란의 자원줄을 타격을 주기는 정말 힘들고요. 병력 싸움에서 어떻게
Maybe he just didn't have any money, and he's like, Flash has the other half. He has half the map. He has siege tanks and vessels. I can't break this, so he's just like, I'm just gonna give up.
답답한 먹고 있는데 왜 여기서
That's too bad.
이게 답이 없기 때문이거든요.
기다려도 들어오지 않고 갔더니 손해고 결국은 뭐 이제 할 수가 없는 겁니다. 숨 막히는 거예요.
또 순간
Krupp K5.
먹고, 네, 사이언스 배술로 이러디노리만 하면 되는 상황이었으니까 김정 선수 입장에서는 답답해서 지지를 친 거죠.
네. 그러니까 그 전에 김정호가 찌릿찌릿 가 있어야 되는 거 예리하게요.
이래서 이영호 선수를 상대할 때 많은 저그들이 테란전에 강하다는 저그들이 초반에 많이 노리는 거죠.
Krupp K5. Rail. This is the one I was thinking of. Heavy railway gun from Germany. I didn't know it was called Leopold. Look at that frickin' thing, man. It's insane. It's so frickin' big. This was like the biggest at the time, right? And what was the other one called? Schwer Gustav? Gustav. A German 80 centimeter railway gun. Developed in the late 30s. Oh, this is the model. There's no picture of it? Explicit purpose of destroying the forts of the Maginot Line. Interesting. Oh my god, this is a shell? Holy sh... That's the size of the freaking bullet that thing shot. What about the Krupp? How big were its bullets? 28 centimeter rocket. So the other one was bigger, I guess. But maybe a different kind. Anyway. Looks like next up we're gonna... Oh, shit. Hold on. I gotta change the... I don't want to spoil anything. I'll switch over to the VODs when I do Chatcraft, I guess. Paris gun is the one from World War I. I remember seeing a really big cannon that was like from the 1500s that was enormous at a castle in Scotland or something like that. The sister gun Dora. It's interesting. This is the second time I've heard the name Dora used for... I thought it was like a Central American name, but apparently it's... Anyway. Alright, let's get some Chatcraft going, shall we? Okay. There's that. We will open up the map. And you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Whoop. We'll block the screen with this so I can change it over to the VODs without spoiling anything. I'm trying not to look myself. I didn't set this part up ahead of time, so I have to change over the VODs because I just have the Wikipedia pages open to make it easier. Okay. Okay, that should be enough. Should be enough games. Oh shit, I'm gonna turn the volume down on all of these. Okay. So, next up is going to be Stork versus Fantasy. Ooh. Stork versus Fantasy. I just wanted to get some games going while I'm doing this, because it's going to take me a minute to start up. Don't want it to be boring content of loading screens and crap. Required a crew of 2,000? What the hell? What the actual F? 2,000 people to operate one gun? How is that even... How? It's ridiculous. That's actually ridiculous. Okay. Chatcraft. Let's see here. We got
왕의 기한으로 이어집니다. 먼저 송병호 선수의 진영의 아래쪽입니다.
9 Marines.
3전 2선승 대
9. 9.
작년 재작년 그랜드 파이널에 나갔어요.
그렇죠.
3, 4,
선수 뭐 이재훈 선수, 서지훈 선수
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we do have, thanks to Dear Flippy Killer, we have 1 siege tank.
계속 메달은 땄고요.
We have 2 zealots.
데스티네이션에서 정명훈 선수가
And
인터뷰 얘기를 했냐면은
let's get the hero afterwards, because it'll be harder to find. And we have 1 set of Zerglings, just there, just a little 2 there, just a cute little. Okay, though we're done then. Okay, so we gotta find the hero, Protoss. We gotta switch to the right player as well, so we don't end up putting a hero Protoss on another team. Units, Protoss, heroes, Tassadar, Zeratul, Archon. Boom, baby, right there. 800 shields, 100 hit points, a big fat zappity zap handgun.
나와서 뭐 공격적인 의도건 아니면 뭐 수비일지는 모르겠습니다.
He is a badass. I'm gonna save the map.
그렇습니다. 테란 유저들이 이런 데스티네이션, 특히나 2인용 맵에서 그런
Is Beardmouth still around?
굉장히 까다로운
Or is he gonna miss the action of his Archon roasting some Marines?
빨리 했던 거고요.
네. 자, 그러면서 이제 베럭스입니다. 정명훈 선수 정말 뽀샤시하게 이렇게 그려주셨네요.
예, 일단은 더블 엑서스를 준비.
Should have requested spread out Marines. I was figuring I would put them in a wall so that the tank would be protected
신경 쓰지도 않고 이렇게
a little bit longer to
네. 예, 심전에서 일단
to support the
뭐 이런
to support the tank. But we can spread them out.
되고 이런 더블 엑서스 사실 데스티네이션은 많이 나오는 거고요. 그렇기 때문에 정명훈 선수
Might as well.
이런 그 초반에 정명훈 선수 플레이를
There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now we'll save the map. Now I have to open up Starcraft, which I played yesterday.
의도는 알아야 됩니다.
그리고 정명훈 선수가 최근에 이 맵에서
There is no shelter from my fury. Damn.
그 부분까지 생각을 해서 예, 저기다
Damn.
짓고 그리고 마린으로 한번 압박을 해줄 것 같습니다. 송병훈 선수 입장에서는 막기가 굉장히 까다로울 것 같은데요.
Beardmouth coming in strong here.
첫 번째 마린까지 나왔어요. 달립니다. 아래쪽으로요.
Yeah, they're still dead. Headset adapter. Wait, did you get you got an adapter for your? Why did you get an adapter for your older headset instead of just getting a new headset? Is the adapter like really cheap? Should I add more fodder? Yeah. You had the opportunity.
송병구 오늘 컨디션이 어떤지 한번 체크해보는 겁니다.
아, 네, 지금 벙커 타이밍이 벙커가 충분히 완성될 수 있기 때문에 송병훈 선수 이번 경기 때도
Where's the map?
하나 주고 시작할 수도 있습니다.
네, 벙커 반이상 만들어줄까? SP가
There we go.
계속 죽으면서 만들면 되는 거예요. 첫 번째 마린까지 도착.
지금 현재 모습으로 본다면 거의 포기하겠다는 의사거든요. 포기하겠지만
Oh, he's actually bunker rushing the Nexus expand. I just realized.
프로브 잡아야죠.
Wasn't actually looking at the game because I was looking at Chatcraft.
쫓아내도 상관없습니다.
All right, we'll pause this so we can get into the battle. Oh, a little bit of skippy there with the animation. All right. Whoa, 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 hello? My computer just got a little bit slow for a minute there. That was weird. That was a little alarming. All right, we got a tank. We got a bunch of Marines. We got a couple Zerglings. Zeratul Tassadar, 800 hit points, 100 shields, 3 armor, psionic shockwave of 60. So it is going to one-shot the Marines. And if it ever gets to the tank, it'll be able to 3-shot that. If it's, yeah. I'm in love with Adele. She's a very beautiful singer. No, I mean Adele. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. All right, let's see what happens. This is a nail-biter, ladies and gentlemen. Anything could happen. We could see a Zerg upset with these hero Zerglings coming up. No, they're dead. They're dead. Okay, actually, well, maybe the Terran could... No, oh, they're all dead also, actually. Yeah, oh, man. Zeratul Tassadar are stealing all the kills. Every shot is a kill. 5 kills on that one. That's going to be a flawless victory. Complete and utter annihilation. Protoss win. Rebelto, the only one buying the Zealots. And of course we have the whoa, what just happened there? Did you guys experience that lag there as well? That was crazy. I'm not sure what just happened there. Did you guys hear that when the sound file messed up, or was that just in my ears? 10 Tassar's Air Tools versus 12 Torasks. That would be a fun show match sometime, wouldn't it? Roberto taking the MVP, but of course we have the shadow MVP of Beardmouth. Thank you again for your support. Much appreciated. And Roberto's kind of like the shadow secret MVP of buying all the Marines to die. No, I guess it was a mixed effort. There was a few people that bought Marines. Oh wait, no, Roberto bought the Zealots, and then he bought Marines for fodder for his own Zealots. Okay, I got it now, okay. Anyways. Yeah, Chatcraft doesn't understand Protoss winning, and so it bugged out a little bit there. 57. They're falling farther and farther behind. There was a moment where they looked like they almost caught up to Terran, but they still remain in last place. And yet people complain that Protoss is OP. Alright, let's reset it for the next round. You felt bad? That's okay. Alright, let's get back to the WCG.
정명훈 선수의 초반 SCV 나와서 정찰을 한 후에
SCV.
그리고 이렇게 SCV 4마리까지
Alright, there we go. And we're gonna go ahead and remove the Hero Archon as well. Protoss is OP? Is that why they lose all the time? I don't understand the connection. Maybe we'll do a... You know, I was gonna do... Should I just announce it right now? Should I just say we're gonna do a community day the last Saturday? Let's just call it, huh? Well, it's only like a week and a half away, though. Is that okay? The 27th? Or should I wait a month and just make sure and start it in September? Do like a special Starcraft day. We'll do some. We could do some show matches with people. People can gamba their points on who would win versus Tarasks versus Archons or whatever. OP equals always losing? I guess it doesn't have to be the end of the month, does it? Maybe we'll do it at the beginning of September. Because then it'll be September anyways, right? Maybe I should do a subathon at the beginning of September, huh? September 3rd? Should we do a special event on September 3rd? That's Labor Day weekend, actually. No one's gonna want to be here. Maybe we'll do September 10th. People go on vacations for holiday weekends. I killed a tankette. My knight. You actually killed a car-sized tank with a tiny rifle, basically. That's kind of amazing. Even a Marine can kill an Ultralisk with enough shots. Even though it's like one guy with a gun shooting a giant-ass monster. Oh, he put a mine... Oh, what's going on there? Oh, it's taking shield damage. He put a mine in the Nexus, but... Oh, he inched over to... Oh, no! Did he not know that mine was there? It's a big rifle? 20mm? I thought that was small. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know guns, man. Oh, Stork. Stork, no. Oh, he got the tank at least. What are you doing, Stork? What are you doing? He's trying to pull a Bisu, but instead he pulled a Bisu. This is an odd game. This is a very cluster of a game. What's a small rifle then? Like, what's a small like target shooting rifle called?
재차 다시 한번 압박해주고 네, 이런 식으로 경기를 풀어놔야 되는데 드래곤은 좀 상대적으로 많이 잃었습니다.
그리고 정명훈
A 22? Well, maybe that's what I was thinking.
예, 송병구 선수의 넥서스를 부수는 것까지 생각을 하고 왔겠지만 송병구 선수 또한 넥서스가 부서지고 나서도 이긴 경험이 있거든요. 그렇기 때문에
I'm just gonna literally shoot. Google target rifle for a small rifle for target shooting.
가운데 7시 그리고 앞마당도 복구하는 송병구예요.
Google did not help with this at all.
일단 지금부터 안 먹으면요.
다행히 드래곤이 빨리 왔네요.
I don't know.
정명훈 선수 입장에서 저 넥서스
I don't know guns, man. I don't know guns.
견제를 통해서
I made a new friend today at the grocery store.
사실 더 나왔어야 되는데
I was talking to this lady. She was kind of cool. She's a cat lady, and 2 of her cats are named Smith and Wesson. She's apparently a gun enthusiast. She was talking about how she likes guns.
확보가 되기 때문에 예, 송병구 선수 입장에서
I should ask her.
잘 배치해올 필요가 있겠습니다.
네, 나왔네요.
네, 탱크를 줄여주는 부분은 굉장히
네,
좋았습니다.
그러니까 지금 타이밍에 원래
22 rifle?
여력이 없기 때문에 순수 병력으로 드래곤을 막 저거 드랍십을 막고 벌처를
Yeah, okay, so yeah, 22 is pretty small, right? So why is a 20... Is 22 not the millimeters, I guess? Of course not. Well, 20 millimeters is 2 centimeters. That's pretty big. I just didn't think about the math. I was just thinking like, oh, 22 is small, so 20 must be even smaller.
지금은 거의 본진으로 날릴 것 같은데요.
네.
벌처를.
I got to shoot a 22 rifle once at our shooting range.
준비하러 옵니다. 아, 여기서 다 먹네요. 지금 그 옵저우도 있는데 대운 더 이상 먹으면 안 됩니다.
그러면서 지금 드랍십이
Caliber. So caliber is not the same as width or something. Okay, I don't know guns, man, at all.
네, 송병훈 선수를 흔들 수 있고요.
네.
What's up, Diggity? Your cousin has dogs named after guns?
스캔으로 상태 확인. 탱크
Is that who? Is that your cousin, or is that your wife's side of the family?
자, 마인드를 일단 상대편 드래곤 접근하지 못하도록 해야죠.
Remington, Winchester, Derringer. Nice.
아, 네.
It's your cousin? Okay.
그러면은, 예, 저번에 예, 마인
아, 이거는
마인 활용이
You have a 22 that you've never shot? You got it for the apocalypse that never came?
예, 다시 또 드랍십이
Dude, you know what I'm thinking about buying for the apocalypse?
근데 오늘 드래곤을 송병훈 선수가
This is what I seriously want to. I'm actually thinking about buying this and just keeping it
다른 그림을
somewhere
그렇지, 오늘 마인 밟는 거
for the
진짜
apocalypse.
들어가 있습니다. 송병구답진 않아요.
네, 지금 계속 열려 있어요.
At
아마당도 그렇고.
the
정명훈 선수
restaurant supply store,
예, 가장 잘
you can get a 50-pound bag of beans.
한 번만 막아낸다면은 계속
So I'm basically thinking if I get a 50-pound bag of beans and a 50-pound bag of rice, and I can just keep them
네,
in storage, and then if the apocalypse comes, I'll have like...
거거든요.
That's basically like a year's worth of food right
잘
there.
막은 편이고요. 그에 반해서 정명훈 선수 입장에서는 평소 때 견제라면
Because you get water, I can go to a river or something and get water, right? And boil it and boil all those boiled beans and rice, and they expand and
한 번만 더 휘둘리면
voila, food.
경기를 글쎄요, 정명훈 선수
That's how food works.
극복하기가 힘듭니다. 더 이상은 흔들려서 안
You knew some kids named Tommy and Ray Gunn? Oh my god.
송병훈 선수 예, 송병훈 선수 7시 멀티처럼
Get a generator? Yeah, I need to get a special generator I can fart into to power stuff.
아, 송병구 과감하게
A dog named M1 Garand?
쓰지 못하면 안 됩니다. 그거 뭐 뻔하지 않느냐. 써줍니다. 아무튼 결과가 됐어요.
컨트롤이 정명훈 선수가 야, 이거 드래곤 지금 다 잃었거든요.
Hello, this is my dog Krupp K5.
잡혔고.
지금 정명훈 선수가 지금 그 견제가 큰 이득은 벗지 예.
That would be pretty elite, man, to have a fart generator.
11시 멀티가 잘 돌아가게 되면은 분명히 테란한테 유리하게 흘러갑니다.
참 송병훈 선수도
Jack
대단한데,
on?
그렇게 흔들리고 있는 가운데서도 끊임없이 좀 압박을 해서
I didn't know that.
의도를 꿰뚫고 있다라는 거거든요.
Not jack off.
다른 드라군은 일단
Jack on.
싸우고 있어요. 몇 개
Yeah, water is the limiting factor, but I live in Washington where there's water everywhere, so.
송병훈 선수 입장에서 지금 계속 압박을 해주는 거고요. 여기서 편하게 테란에게 멀티를 주게 되면 이후에 테란의 물량이 너무
I do need to actually get some more emergency water because I had a big jug and it popped, or got a leak in it. Got water all over the trunk of my car, so I need to
아, 네, 질럿 두 마리
get some more emergency water supply.
잡아준다 보니까 아, 정면 선수 생각보다 타격이 너무 심하게 받는데요.
자, 이거 3개는 돌려야 되거든요. 성병을 4개째 먹고 있는데요.
그러니까 송병호 선수가 이걸 작게 뚫고 있어요. 스피드에 있어서는
Sir Vif.
할지라도 어쨌든
Hello from Russia.
최선의 해법이다. 내가
Hello.
상대가 견제를 못한다는 거예요.
예, 그렇습니다.
Let me see if I remember how to say this.
선수와의 경기 때도 마찬가지지만
I used to know how to say hello, I think in Russian?
견제를 안 가거든요.
Is it Rad Vistrechi? Is that like hello or like good wishes or something in Russian? Or am I like saying something completely different?
이렇게
A Russian woman once told me how to, or maybe it's a different language.
프로가 정신없는 전투를 펼쳐 정명훈 선수가 이게 약점이 되는 거거든요.
아무튼 계속해서 무력화시킵니다. 어차피 죽은 병력에
Cause I once met someone who spoke
더 잡아주게 되면은
a couple different languages, and then I met another person who told me how to say hello to her in her language, and I think it was Russian, but I could be wrong.
유닛의 어떤 그 컨트롤에 있어서 송병훈 선수 굉장히 뛰어나고
The previous raid was hilarious.
네, 이곳을 이제 안정적으로 가져갈 수 있는 거.
She was satisfyingly flustered.
정명훈 선수표 그 벌처 플레이가
That's okay. Thank you for being here, serve.
근처에서 싸우는 거예요. 근데 계속 끝에 싸우지 않습니까?
그리고 지금 송병호 선수
Can you tell us how to say hello in Russian? Or do you have to type it in Cyrillic, and so we wouldn't be able to read it?
일단 길 닦고 있어요. 바로 찔러 만든 시장방 싸움 준비하면서 길 닦고 있는 거예요. 지금요. 포장하고 있어요.
정명훈 선수가 다른 쪽의 시선을
Privet? Is that how you say hello in Russian?
잘 만들어주는데요, 송병훈 선수.
아 그리고 드라군
I'm gonna Google it.
막아주는 역할이 예, 베럭스 바리케이트가
Because I think the other one that I learned was not just hello, it was like
또 들어가니까 안
something a little bit more than that.
조합도 아닌데 드라군으로 또 들어가요.
Hello in Russian.
정명훈 선수의 운영도 참 독특합니다.
아 송병호 선수
Привет.
11시 지역 교전에서도 마찬가지지만 이렇게
There we go.
Привет.
들어가서 상대방
Привет.
그리고 나머지 본대로
Привет.
Привет.
살리는 거죠.
Am I saying that right? Привет.
보통 근데 지금 운영이 굉장히 독특한 게요. 보통의 프로토스들이 견제를 할 때는 셔틀 플레이 많이 하거든요. 그러면서 운영 싸움을 준비하는 송병호 선수는 주병력으로 흔들어주면서 확실히
Yeah, Zrad Vustrit, something like that. Yeah, that's I think what I learned before, but I don't remember how to pronounce it well enough. So,
네, 이제서야 템플 아카이브가 올라가는 것을 확인했다면은
is Laura Soft Rights on again?
정면 프로토스가 정면으로 들어오는 것도 좀 생각을 해야 되겠습니다.
It's always interesting to me to like. It's interesting how
되고 이렇게 해주면서 5시를 또 가져가고 조합
sometimes you raid someone with like 30 people, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's a big raid!"
화력 지원이 필요해요.
아, 네, 그리고 캐논
And then sometimes you raid people with 300, and they're like, "Oh hey, it's a raid."
벌처가 들어가기 상당히 부담이거든요.
네, 근데
It's interesting how people have different perceptions of it,
어제 경기 때 마찬가지.
and I think people.
지금도 승부 예측이 속단하기 힘든
I don't know. I think it's partly because maybe I have a much different perspective, but for me, a big raid isn't as big of a deal.
네, 지금 송병호 선수 유닛 굉장히 많기 때문에
And I feel like I guess I want to say like people think it's a bigger deal than it is, but maybe it is to them, I guess. But it's a nice attack. The zealots are getting all up in there. A fresh life. That's a great name. What's up? What is Stork doing right now? He's owning face.
네, 이렇게 서로 교전
He's wrecking noobs and taking names.
싸움을 해주게 되면은 송병호 선수는 넥서스가 5개이기 때문에 무조건
Losing some dragoons though. He might be overcommitting. I think you're right.
시판사판 달려드네요.
아, 네, 이거 네, 이 맵에서 테란 선수들이 반짝반짝 보니까
As a Russian, you think Putin is a dick. All right. Well, we won't tell him you said that. Don't worry.
이런 화끈한
I think most people in the world would agree with you.
이게 이영호 선수의 어제 경기 마인드거든요. 저그 상대로 내가 많이 먹고
Roll it back.
많이 뽑으면 되는 거야.
이 맵에서 무조건 유리하거든요.
시판사판 달려드네요.
There's other things in life
이 맵에서
besides Starcraft.
테란 선수들이
I know you don't want to hear that, but
그리고 반땅 싸움을 유도하다 보니까
how did that even hit?
이 맵에서
How did that even hit all those dragoons?
적절한 견제와 그리고 반땅 싸움을
Oh, it targeted the back one. Look at this. Wait, how does this happen?
달려드네요.
아, 네, 이거 이 맵에서
How stop that, you freaking I don't want this shit at the bottom. Get away.
테란 선수들이 적절한 견제와 그리고 반땅 싸움을 유도하다 보니까
Okay, now it won't let me pause. What the heck?
시판사판
I'm trying to figure out how it targeted the back. I mean, it was just the way they were walking, I guess, but
테란 선수들이 적절한 견제 견제와 그리고 반땅 싸움.
It was like they were in a line like this, and then they collapsed, and the one that was closest to it in the line. Okay, that was weird. So it targeted the lower dragoons, so the mine blew up in the middle of all of them.
네, 이런 화끈한 모습이 송병호 선수의 오늘
That was crazy.
이게 이영호 선수의 어제 경기에 비슷한 마인드거든요. 저그 상대로 내가 많이 먹고 많이
Does Lara?
그래도 드래곤을 좀 아낄 필요성이 있어요.
I haven't seen her online since that raid. Oh, she's on right now. Okay.
이런 구도로 가기 위해서는 이 이상의 멀티를 안 준다는 생각으로 송병호 선수가
But see, that's the thing. I raided her
결국엔 따낼 수 있거든요. 하지만
with the Artosis raid, didn't I? Or something? Like we had a couple hundred people left.
그래도 2시가 아니라면 9시 정도는 가져가야
So if I raid her with 30, it won't be a big deal for her.
필요성이 있습니다.
송병은 무모하리만큼 그 겁나는 공격.
Actually, I don't even know how many I have. I don't even have 30. I have 20.
송병호 선수가 지금 아비터가 아비터를
It would be underwhelming.
보이는 모습인데요. 그렇다면 셔틀이 아까 보인 모습으로 봐서는 셔틀하는 하이템플러가 타이스 가능성이 굉장히 높은 것 같습니다.
이 어떤 송병호 선수의 이런 컨셉의 경기 운영
I don't think she would freak out if it was only 20.
예, 말씀하신 것처럼 내가 많이 먹으면
And that's the point, right? Is to get people to freak out.
장담할 수 없거든요.
Oh, nice little zealot bombs. He just picks them back up again.
아직은 없네요.
He's like, haha, just a prank.
웅장하면서도 아기자기한 게
Oh, and then he picks up the zealots to escape the vultures. Nice.
잘하게 만들고요.
야, 오늘 송병호 선수가 정말 적극적으로 멀티를 가져가 주니까
Some clever interplay.
견제를 하면서도 굉장히 오히려 멀티 오프로
I'm not quite looking to raid just yet, though.
부담스럽거든요.
I never did finish that,
이제 정면
이제
내려옵니다. 드디어
그렇죠.
내려옵니다.
지금 저 라인을 잡는 것은 9시 멀티를 가져가기엔 발판입니다. 예, 정면 선수 생각을 바꿔야 돼요. 무리한 어떤 드랍십 운영으로 그게 피해를 준다면 모르겠습니다만 계속
I never did finish that text that I was gonna send someone.
마인드로 맞서야 되는 겁니다. 영역으로 말이죠.
네, 일단 테란이 자리를 잘 잡았어요. 그리고 송병구 선수가 투셔틀 있지만 지금 골리앗이 있기 때문에 셔틀이 활약하기에는 좀 많이 어려워요.
I almost finished it.
5시를 공략하는 것은 주변력이 내려가기에는 부담스럽고 드랍십은 한계가 있습니다. 결국 9쪽을 자신의 연호로 만들면서 7시 쪽으로 공략하는 게 맞거든요.
네.
아, 송병구 선수, 네, 아비터가 늦다면은 좀 하이템플로의 보유가 지금 시급한데요.
지금 위치가 꼭 좋은 위치가 아니에요, 손명구 선수.
네, 그래서 싸웁니까? 오늘 성병구는 많이 먹으니까 그런데 언제까지 많이 먹겠습니까, 성병구가?
아, 근데 이 위치는 별로 안 좋은데요.
네, 계속 질렀더라고요. 질렀다가 이웃테크가 아직 준비 안 됐어요.
여기서 다리를 건너는 순간 8시가 위험해져요. 8시 이렇게 되면요, 손명구 선수 이때라도 4시라도 자신의 걸로 가져가야 됩니다. 계속 확장을 하나씩 이런 타이밍에 늘려줘야 돼요.
근데 7시가 무너지면 6시까지 망가지거든요. 하이템플러 어느 정도 준비됐죠? 머리에
네, 하이템플러가 있으면 또 말이 달라지죠.
네. 일단 벌처부터 시작했습니다. 벌처만 없으면 탱크는 공짜니까요. 질러 달려가죠. 자, 그럼 이 라인은 일단은 건드렸습니다.
쏟아지네요, 쏟아져.
네, 가장 어려운 타이밍에 하이템플러가 나옴으로써 일단 막아내는 모습이고요. 그렇다면은 이후에 송병구 선수 또 세시멀티까지 가져가려는 움직임인데요.
3시 가져가야죠.
그렇죠.
되면 2시까지,
네.
1시까지 가져가야죠.
가져가더라도 일단 지금 압박해오고 있는 저 정명 선수의 이 병력들은 걷어내야 됩니다. 여기를 깔끔하게 걷어내야 그래도 좀 어떤 그 여유가 좀 생깁니다.
네, 송병구 선수 질럿 상당히 많기 때문에 이거 뚫어낼 수 있고요.
네. 질러 맞붙었거든요.
정명 선수 지금 마인드가 완전히 대로만 갑니다. 대로만.
네.
그러니까 내가 뽑아내서 싸우면 되지 않느냐. 뭐
그렇죠.
그게 뭐 진영이 그거 없어요. 그냥 먹은 대로 뽑아내서 싸우는
나는 오늘
마인드인데요.
뛰지 않겠다는 겁니다. 나는 부러질지언정 뛰지 않겠다는 거예요. 그냥 고치고 때려가고 있어요.
네, 그리고 송병구 선수가 지금 상당히 좋은 부분이
뭡니까?
견제도
Sorry, guys, I'll be back in a second.
하이템플러 견제 잘 들어갔고
네, 그러면 기지가 3개밖에 없는데 하나가 이렇게 나오고 있어요.
프로토스가 테란 상대로 업그레이드 부분에서 앞서고 있거든요. 그렇다면은 이후에 센터 싸움을 할 때도 프로토스가 유리한 게 훨씬 더 많습니다.
정명훈도 칠 거면 7시 밀어야 돼요. 그렇지 않으면 자원 말라요.
지금 이렇게 아비터가 추가되기
Okay.
전에 뭔가 정명훈 선수는 소득을 거둬야 되는데 그 소득이라는 게 사실 8시나 5시 쪽에 대한 타격이거든요. 날려버리는.
Imagine, you know, I always question Protoss' attacking over bridges into Terrans on this map, but somehow they still win the game sometimes.
요거만 막아도 됩니다.
네, 그리고 지금 정명훈 선수가
So I just don't know how Starcraft works, maybe.
이렇단 얘기는 벌처가 맞아줄 때 좀 더 맞아줄
Is there an Ursidon on this map?
턱밑까지 왔습니다.
Little panda bear guy? Nice.
기본 크로킹밖에 안 됩니다.
이건 이 타격은 참 좋네요.
네.
정명훈 선수.
Random dragoons just running up the side of the map in there.
이렇게 데미지를 주고 있어요.
무엇보다도 판을 읽는 능력에 있어서 양팀 모두 굉장히 팽팽합니다.
It's weird how the map has this diagonal balance, which is it makes for some really interesting gameplay actually.
아비터가 만약에 딱 출연이 된다면은 정명 선수 입장에서 굉장히 부담이거든요.
Oh, I never unpaused Chatcraft.
정면 내 길을 뚫고 있어 정병구가요.
이거는 시간 버는 겁니다. 네, 이런 식으로 계속
You guys need to remind me
최대한 8시
to remind minions to remind me to turn it back on.
그러니까 그러네요. 넥서스 안 깨졌잖아요.
There it goes. One day it will be automatic, he says. Yeah, Chatcraft reset. There you go. It's already reset. It just need to be activated. I guess I did Chatcraft shutdown instead of Chatcraft reset.
한방 꽉만 쓰면 되는 건데 곧 아비터 나와요 아비터.
아, 네, 정명훈 선수가 자리는 잘 잡는데 정말 송병훈 선수의 자원력이 밑바탕된 물량이 너무 뛰어나네요.
이거는 오히려요. 테란이 말라.
Guys, I made marshmallow pizza today.
정명 선수 굉장히 좀 쉽지 않아요. 이게 올해
Not the whole pizza, but I did like one end of it with marshmallows
거의 바닥 드러났습니다 지금.
on kind of a funny bet type thing. Not a bet, but like it was a sarcastic suggestion or like a joke, and so I had to actually do it.
아비터나 캐리어.
And it actually was pretty good. I was even gonna leave part of it without the sauce, without the tomato sauce, and I forgot. So it was pressed sauce,
그저 감사할 따름이죠.
almond cheese, and then marshmallows
아, 그리고 송병훈 선수의 견제가 셔틀
and some dark chocolate.
만 들어가서 견제를
And it was really good actually.
나쁘게 하는 부분이
It was good. It was like, you know, I mean, it basically just tasted like marshmallows and chocolate. They overpowered the taste of everything else, so. Oh, the storm drop! Nice. Look at the observer being frantic here. He's like, I want to catch the storm drop, but there's a battle about to start in the middle. But there's a storm drop, but there's a battle in the middle. Where do I look? Both places is the answer.
미네랄적인 측면에 있어서는 뽑아내는 능력이 지금 상당하거든요.
Storks, see, he's like, you know, he attacked over some bridges and stuff, but like he's still winning. I think he's got this one. Well, he's got double the supply though, so that's not that hard of a prediction to make, I guess. Hey, Takachi, do you not remember commentating with a guy named Sunday? I do. Is that you, or do you just know Sunday?
아쉬운 상황이었는데요.
I totally remember Sunday. Sunday was yeah, I remember he's your little brother? That's great. Yeah, Sunday was cool, man. Cause he was kinda younger. I don't remember how old he was. He wasn't like a child, but he was like younger and like, but he had a good style and I liked his humor a lot. So I casted with him a few times to kinda like I don't want to say help him out, but like, you know, give him some props and stuff. Yeah, I actually just the other day someone was talking about old casters and I remembered him. Kind of wonder what he ever got up to. So yeah, tell Sunday and moletrap and Diggity say hello. He was 17. Okay, yeah. So he wasn't like a. He was kind of a kid. That was a long time ago. Like Tay-Zonday? Different guy. Different guy. Yeah, I think he casted for like a little while, but I don't think he kept it up for like years or anything like that. Okay, we gotta go back. We've watched this game before.
있는 겁니다.
We gotta start it over. It's okay to repeat games sometimes. Oh, you were listening to us also. Nice. Welcome back.
1경기가 정말
Yeah, man, there's been a resurgence the last couple of years.
공룡이라는
A lot of us old boomers coming back.
많이 먹는
Coming back again. He moved to League of Legends. Oh, well, so did Diggity and so did I, actually.
공룡에 어울리는 플레이였어요.
Because I moved to Starcraft 2 first, and then Diggity moved to League of Legends, Well, I shouldn't say moved, because I guess he was doing different things, but he started doing streaming for League of Legends. And then because of Diggity streaming League of Legends, I got into it, playing it. And then when they started the League of Legends League in Korea, I ended up casting it because I'd played League of Legends with Diggity, so I knew the game.
네, 오늘 역시 정몽 선수는 최원성 코치와 함께 이 현장에 왔습니다.
네. 뭐 계속 말씀드리지만 스타일 자체를 이제 비교 이제 하게 돼서.
But now I'm kind of over League of Legends.
중후반에 강력한 선수.
I haven't played in a long time. I haven't played it consistently in a very long time.
이영호 선수라든가 송병우 선수도 마찬가지입니다. 이 선수
When the pandemic started, I came back for like a month and played it with some people again, and then stopped again, and then played it for another month, and yeah, so I played a little bit, or not even a month actually, like a week. So I like played a little bit the last couple years, but when I left Korea, I kind of was burnt out on a lot of games and esports and stuff, so I just didn't do much. Chocolate rain. I can't get anywhere near as low as him. That dude's got such a low voice. Good old Tay's on day. He was like a pre-meme meme. He was like a viral meme guy, but before that was really a thing. He's still your favorite player? Nice. He's in this season of ASL. So he's back actually also. He's not quite in from what I understand, he's not in quite the same shape as he used to be. But I'm really hopeful that he'll get back to that spot. Oh, you've been watching that, cool. No spoilers. No spoilers. The ASL, the tasteless ASL videos haven't gone up yet. We usually try and wait like a week or so, just to make sure everyone has a chance to watch them. Because people in here are not watching it right as soon as they come out every time. I think a week is probably good though. If you really want to watch the games, if they've been out for a week, that's enough. So what is Sunday up to now? He's like an old fart now, right? He's like 30 years old or something, I guess. If you don't want to talk about his personal life, you don't have to. But he's not a gamer anymore. No, he's still a gamer at heart. I'll bet. He started his own business. That's awesome. Good for him. I mean, a lot of people, you know, they grow up, you get a family, you get the responsibilities, you get a job, you don't have time to play a lot of games anymore, and that's okay. Eco flower? Sounds cool. Eco flower. I don't know if Google Sola wood flowers? No, that's my, so I don't think it's the same thing because it says it was founded by Megan Chapman. I don't remember Sunday's name being Megan. Anyway. Oh, he sold, okay. Interesting. Everyone is one pandemic away from coming back to gaming. True. True. That was his business partner. Oh, cool. That's cool. Apparently, they were on Shark Tank.
앞마당까지 돌아갑니다. 정명원. 그런 만큼 수비해야 될 곳이 많아지는 거예요. 넓어지는 거예요. 일단 컴셋이 달리면 스캔 찍어서 상대 의도 깨뚫으면요. 레이스 한 개 뽑는 게 낫습니다. 그 뒤에 이제
Wait, she's now called Sola Wood Flowers, I guess? I don't know.
그래야 될 것 같아요. 네, 그러면서 안정적인 멀티하는 확보하면 좋죠. 네, 그리고 정명원 선수가
That's awesome though.
극단적인 걸어 다크라든지 걸어서 다크라든지
Cool.
극단적으로 다크 드랍을 빨리
One pandemic away. I started casting
스캔을 뿌리진 않거든요. 왜냐면은
again.
한번 딱 뿌렸는데 오히려 다크가
I think like a week before or 2 weeks before the pandemic.
이 정도 타이밍쯤 되면은
So this was not a pandemic return to casting. It was actually just a planned return to casting anyways. And I spent like 2 or 3 months fixing and upgrading my computer before that in order to be able to do it too. So it was definitely pre-planned.
잘 살려야 됩니다.
앞마당에 병력 있는 거 봤거든요. 병력 분산시켰어요.
Holiday spirit? What holiday is it?
예, SCB보다도 병력, 예, 벌처와 탱크를 잡아주는 게 훨씬 나을 것 같은데요.
자, 앞마당으로 들어가면 숫자가 많을 수밖에 없죠. 본진 수비하는데.
야, 이 탱크
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 탱크.
진짜 이거
제대로 흔들기 들어가는데요.
이 정도 흔들리면요. 다크 지금 못 잡고 있거든요.
Days on day singing soul bells. Nice.
입구를 딱 막아버리면은, 네.
앞마당에 이 정도 효과 보면서 멀티 따라가면요.
이거
Still has 1 million subscribers.
충분히 보상받거든요.
대놓고 납땜 이제 거는 납땜입니다. 검색 깨지면 검색 다 나면 어떡하는 얘기입니까?
Oh, he's killing the comsat and killing the SCV building the engineering bay. Well, the DTs are there.
와, 테란도 정말 무서운데요. 지금.
Oh, Stork, you silly Billy.
야, 예, 다크가 예, 펼쳐져 있으면은 컨셉 한 번으로 다크를 한 마리
Good old Dark Templars.
지금 이 레이스는 지금 셔틀 잡아야
He's got comsats, he's got mines upgrading, he's got an engineering bay going, and they're just not all quite, none of them are quite enough.
그리고 예, 엔지니어 베이가 완성 못 시키면 이게 결정적인.
Did Moletrap say the pandemic was his plan? No, 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 no. Although the pandemic did help me execute parts of plans that I had. Like, it helped me leave my job that I was not enthusiastic about staying in. So I got laid off, which was a bit of a good excuse. The pandemic, oh my god. That DT just walked straight through the comsat station. That was weird. The mine went off, even though the DT chopped it.
예, 커맨드 앞마당 커맨드 들었을 때 아무데나 좀 내려앉아서 컴셋을 다시 또.
He's landing a dead command center in order to build one last comsat station scanner, or to get one more scan out. I mean, all right, he's stabilized, folks. He's still spamming DTs at him. I wish I had had more money when the pandemic hit, because then I would have had the financial security to have the physical security to have the emotional security that I would have actually been able to do shit instead of just falling apart when the pandemic happened. It's not a good time. Dude, DT's one-shot mines? I think so. If the building dies before the add-on finishes, can another building land and complete it? I don't know. That's a weird situation that I can't remember ever encountering before. Might have to put that on the list for the next Starcraft science session. I'm too lazy to boot up Starcraft and check it out right now, but I think the add-on dies too. I think you're right. I think the add-on does die too, probably. Because if you, like, lift a building while it's building, it'll kill the add-on, right? You feel like you've seen it? Yeah, probably. I think I probably have seen it. You know what? I'm pretty sure I've seen it. I just don't remember it well enough to know really what happens. You can't lift off mid-build. You can't. Oh. Oh, right, because you have to cancel to lift, I guess. So we're gonna come full circle right back around to, I don't know. I don't know for sure, but I suspect that we're all, it sounds like we're all on the same page, that we all think it's, the add-on gets destroyed if it's not finished yet.
어려운 경기를
But I
치다가
think if the add-on finishes, it'll stay there,
벌어지긴 했는데
which is
그래도
interesting.
역전하려면, 예, 없는 빈틈 만들어서 견제도 좋지만 이렇게 해주면서 선멀티 가져가야 됩니다.
네.
예, 무리한 확장이라도 지금 시도해야 돼요.
아, 근데 벌써 체력 많이 빠졌거든요. 한두 방이면 죽어요.
아, 이 벌처도 네 지금 만약에 견제를 네, 손가락 못 이루게 되면
Oh my god, I'm at 1,454 followers.
이후에 또 벌처 또 생산하기도 굉장히
I might hit the arbitrary round number of 1,500.
네, 송병 움츠리고 있습니다. 아, 됐다.
We missed our shot
굳히기 돌아가는 겁니다. 급하게
at the 80 subs.
안 합니다.
네,
We're up to 71 or 72 or something like that because of the gift sub drop that we had the other day.
지금 팩토리 들리고
Thank you again for that.
따라가는 플레이로는 격차 많이 벌어졌어요.
And but then like a few people unsubbed, so we're at 67 now, so we're not quite within reach, which is okay.
이후에
Which is okay. Well, maybe if we do I was thinking about doing a subathon in September.
한 바퀴 돌려보는 그런
네.
것들도 좀 필요하지
지금은
할것
멀티
같습니다.
무조건 해야 되고요. 정명훈 선수 가장 안정적으로.
But that means we got 3 emote slots to work with, and I think we can just settle on that, right? So I have to figure out, like I said, I was thinking about what should I do with those 3 emote slots. Is my point here. Should I do a triple emote, something that's like 3 long that all goes together in a line? A combo emote? I don't know what else to do with the emote slots, to be honest.
유심히 살펴볼 필요가 있겠습니다.
자, 병력 어떻게든지 모으고 있습니다만 정명은
It seems like it'd be fun to have emotes for like other games that I play, but I guess I don't like play games enough. Like I haven't played enough Darkest Dungeon to really warrant emotes for it, you know?
아비터까지.
네, 최소한 뭐 팩토리를 많이 늘리고.
I haven't played Age of Empires in a long time.
네, 시간이
Although I do want to go back and at least do the
최대한 손병호 선수가
campaigns for that.
이 이상의 멀티. 예, 바로 또
A week longer than 3 hours on stream? That's a good point, minions. I don't know if I could handle that.
모습일 것 같은데 이거라도 좀 늦게 가져가지고 좀 발휘해야 되거든요.
I think I'll think about it, and maybe on Saturday I'll announce a subathon if we're gonna do some sort of an event.
견제를 하고 싶은데 정말 손이 근질근질할 겁니다.
Because September is coming up, where subs are like cheaper or something, right? So everyone does subathons in September, I think.
할줄 몰라서가 아니라 괜히 들어갔다 손해만 볼 것 같으니까 참고 있는 거예요.
네, 커맨 센터가 완성이 됐는데 드랍십으로 좀 SCV 좀 날라줘야 되고.
I can't do a subathon this weekend because
선수의 장점이
I got a
이런
date.
상황에서 견제를 들어가면서 탱크를 모으는, 팩토리를 늘리고 탱크를 모으는 그런 것들이 장점인데 견제가 안 들어가니까
can't wait to
지금 유닛 움직임이
have another nice conversation with someone and have them not be interested in ever talking to me again.
내가 들어가는데 겉에
I'm looking forward to that.
당했습니까? 송병구의 견제 방어 체계예요, 공격.
아, 옵적으로 또 이거
No sub November.
네, 그렇기 때문에 좀 캐논 건설 되기 전에 프로브를 좀 잡아주면 모르겠지만은
Go for the old reverse psychology.
내가 어차피 많이 먹으니까 이거 투 셔틀로 들어가겠다는 의도거든요.
자, 마인드 심고 해야 됩니다, 지금.
예.
No sub November.
어떤 탱크도 안 됩니다.
I wonder, can I turn off subs?
뚫어낼 수 있어요.
야, 이거 거의 뚫리는 분위기인데.
I don't think I can even turn them off.
완전히 읽고 있어 정명 선수의 플레이를.
I think I'd have to
탱크가 다 죽었나요?
somehow like get unpartnered to turn off subs, I think. There we go. The DTs were the beginning, but it all spiraled downhill from there for fantasy.
원래 평소에 뭐 전통적으로 테란전이
I think that was the first quarterfinal.
오늘은 무엇보다도 오늘 정명훈 선수를 상대하는
Get out of here, fantasy. It's still 2009. Ooh, Bisu versus Flash. Uh-oh, guys. The Future of Starcraft Brood War is the name of this thread. I guess you can't see it on my screen, on your screen. But we have to see what this is all about. What is the future of Starcraft Brood War? I know there are many people around the world who still love Starcraft Brood War, as I do. However, I do get the sense that Blizzard are not going to take care of the game forever. Is this a new post? This is a new post from like a few days ago. Does it cost Blizzard money to keep the servers running? Do the game run on the servers, same servers as Overwatch? I don't truly know how it works. In 20 years, if I want to play StarCraft, someone will have to take my PC to their house and set up a LAN connection. Always a risk of the company shutting down. I don't know if... Yeah, they weren't really taking care of the game anyways. We need a documented clean room, reverse engineered open source clone of Brood War, which would put the power to fix any problems in the community's hands. Wow. It's an interesting call to action there. Broodwolf will die when the youngest Casper player will retire. Interesting responses here. SC3 will come up like AoE 4. No, there's not going to be a Starcraft 3. I mean, the servers for BattleNet can't be that complicated, right? There's probably not that much power in them that they're using. No pros, no tournaments, no viewers, no multiplayer, no server. I don't think it starts with the pros, but I think if there was enough people playing it, it wouldn't matter if there were pro players. Brew War is dead game. I've heard that since 2003. Interesting. Anyways, I just thought I'd check that thread out for a second. Oh wait, hold on. We gotta look at this too. Old VODs collection? Oh, this is 2018. I found my old HDD with 20 gigabytes of Brood War material. Channel link? Oh. What channel is this? For Ire. Oh, okay. Just random Starcraft. How many videos are there here? I don't know how to tell how many there are. Just keeps going. Oh, nope, it was just one page. It's literally just like 40 videos. That's all he ever uploaded. Rippin' Pepperoni, Starcraft VOD channel. Yeah, oh well. If I had a hard drive big enough to hold the whole torrent, I could do that.
이번 시간에는 전생연의 게임 국제 WC 2009 한국 대표 선발전 스타크래프트 8강 대결을 계속해서 보내드리도록 하겠습니다.
If they can't understand the 3-0 Bisu Savior final, I don't care how hot they are, I'm not interested. That's gonna be my first question on the date. Hello, nice to meet you. You look great. Thank you for coming out here with me. It's nice to meet you in person. Hey, by the way, what are your thoughts on Bisu versus Savior from the first Com TV MSL? Just curious. Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about? Okay, well, again, sorry for wasting my time. You should be, but I'm gonna peace out now. Sounds like a new friend. Entus! I mean, his name is Entus, right? What's a bee suit? Is that what Bruce Lee wore in that one movie? Right. Let's get to the game here. That's true. We had iCup. There have already been private ladder servers, so we wouldn't need to change anything. If BattleNet shut down its server, then it would just someone would start up iCup again or something like that, and people just need to run a patcher to put that in their server list, like they did with iCup, and people could play on there. Custom ladder might be more difficult, but at least there'd be a place to play. But like the community made a custom ladder for Warcraft 3, so it's possible. C'est possible. Pablo Yokese. Welcome. Dota 1 is still popular on iCup? War 3 client? Wait, so you can actually download like a Dota client, or do you have to actually own Warcraft 3? Because it was a Warcraft 3 mod, right? Okay, let's get to the game here. Come on. Let's get in here. Come on. All right, let's skip the first minute of the game. We got it. This is fine. We know how this starts. He builds probes. He builds LCVs. We've seen it before. You know what? They should just have the game start with 9 probes and have them set to auto mine the minerals that's closest to the Nexus to save time. Because everyone does that anyway. Sure, it eliminates the possibility of proxy double 8 gate or whatever it's called, you know, whatever, but you know, most games don't have that. So let's just remove it. You know what? Let's actually start the game with more. Let's start the game with 12 workers. Start the game with 12 workers and have them auto mine minerals. Person has a double sign, but I don't know what it says. Oh, this person is... Oh, I think... Oh, we've seen this game not long ago, actually, because I remember trying to read that in Spanish, and I was like, wait, that's not Spanish, that's Swedish. I can't read Swedish. Mecha moletrap? Streaming Starcraft. Oh, streaming Chatcraft, the only surviving copy of Brood War. I would love to become mechanized and stay alive until 2200. I'd be down for that. I'm super tired right now. Oh, this is BC versus Fantasy versus Flash, not Stork.
우리 온게임 내에서 이제 그
스타리그죠.
네, 스타리그.
Wait. They showed these women, and then they're in the back, and then the Korean caster says something about on GameNet.
우리 온게임 내에서 이제 그
스타리그죠.
네, 스타리그.
I think those are producers or something like that. I actually don't recognize them. I don't think I work with them. But I think that's why they're showing them. They're like, oh look, some of our producers are in the audience or something like that. A Mario or Sonic kid? I was more of a Mario kid, if you're asking me. I did play a little Sonic. What did I just tabbed over to do something. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna change the names. Get it together, moletrap! The lady on the left is Mrs. on GameNet. Yes, it's true. She started it. Named the company after herself. Today's Wordle's up. If people aren't doing those, you don't have to feel obligated to keep making them, by the way. But also, I was thinking we could set it up. Judy was talking about setting it up as a as like an automated thing, like Wordle. The real Wordle like automatically updates from a library every day, right? And she doesn't have to do it every day, so we could do that. Alright, let's embarrass myself here. 3 out of 5 difficulty. Oh god, it's 6 letters. Oh, well, okay, we're off to an okay start. What ends with an E and has an R in it? See, this thing is like if I try and think of any 6-letter word, I might be able to. Oh, I got another letter. What the hell? That was not what I meant to do. But if I try and think of a 6-letter word that actually has the right letters in it, it'll take me too long usually for these. I usually like to do that with Wordle, but this one has a time limit. I always feel pressure to just be quick. Gotta catch all the coins and be quick. Gotta go fast. Have you guys seen The Boys? Sonic reminds me of the first scene of The Boys. There's a U in it. Is it T-U-R? I don't think it's T-U-R. Torsu or something like that? Mid-game? What? I love when they click them? Wait, what? Kakaroo? That's an interesting thing about these, is if it's a Starcraft word, but it's not the word of the day, it's not counted as the library. That'd be another advantage of having the special library kind, but I don't know how easy that is to set up. I could ask Judy about it, though. I wouldn't mind not having to do it manually. I don't think there's a service that lets you do it. I think Judy is just cool enough that she can make it on her own, basically. Because this is not really a very complicated process, I don't think. A lot of people made clones of Wordle right after it got famous. Alright, let's see. What can go after T but before R? Do we have any vowels left? It could be T-U-R. Something like that. No, there's no I. Is there any vowels left? There's no other vowels. It could be another E, though. Turkey. There could be 2 U's or there could be 2 E's or something like that. It's probably not that, though. It could be Terku. I don't know if you guys can see the letters that I'm missing. Oh, Chatcraft is covering part of it. Hey, Duncan, what's going on? Turtle. I like it. Wait, it is turtle! I wasn't thinking of it as a Starcraft word. I was thinking that was just like a good word to use that would get me some more letters. But it is also kind of a Starcraft word. All right, GG. Thank you for that one. I would have taken forever to figure that out. So you just saved everyone a bunch of time. Thought it was turret. What's up, Duncan? Do you remember Klazart? Yes. I remember him like he was yesterday. What? I like Toidles. It fits except for the E at the end. But yeah. I'm just terrible at these things, man. Strangely obsessive. I think you have to be to get a the higher level degree that you're working on. Yeah, I haven't talked to Klazart in a long time though, so I do not know very much about what he's up to right now, but I do remember him, of course. He's one of the reasons I got into casting. I had a dream that I made a UMS for you and Tickety go on an adventure to flying Klazart? That'd be an amazing UMS! Be amazing. Have they announced September? Maybe I don't want to. I was just thinking like they usually do it in September, but maybe they won't. Maybe they won't this year, right? What was that? That'd be a fun UMS to play. We're going on a mission, or we're Diggity and I characters in the UMS, or we're Diggity and I playing the UMS. It's a Templar Archives and a Stargate. 2 base arbiters in my 2009 Starcraft.
예, 말씀하신 것처럼 이영호 선수가 흔드는 것보다는 우직한 스타일이면 말씀하신 것처럼 트리플렉을 이 타이밍에 하나 정도 가져가는 것도 괜찮죠.
예, 그리고 이영호 선수가 뭐 적극적으로
The field we're obsessing over?
견제를 좀 덜 하는 스타일이긴 하지만
Well, I just mean I think he's doing a PhD program, so it doesn't really matter what kind of degree it is. Or it doesn't matter what field it is, I don't think.
병력들을 분산시켜 놨어요 지금요.
예, 그래도
You have to be a little bit of strangely obsessed to spend that long on something.
멀티보다는 아비터를 선택한 판단이
Yeah, especially a math PhD.
김태경 선수도 여기서
Doing neuroscience? Ah, well, you also have a strange obsessiveness to you then, don't you?
여기서 다크로 한두 마리 정도 생산해줘서
예.
정말 빈틈을 찾아서 견제를 해줄 수도 있는 거고요.
I applied
지금에서 5쪽의 멀티를 준비하려는 건가요?
to a PhD program once or twice, but I didn't get in.
커맨드일 것 같은 생각이 좀
I'm not 100%
드는데,
certain I would have actually gone to do it, even if I'd gotten in.
네, 이런 그 태클을 선택했던
But I
분위기,
applied,
오히려
and I didn't get in. That was
WR을
disappointing.
아비터가 조합됐을 때
But
이영호 선수의 스타일을
I think the only PhD program I actually applied to was I applied to some master's programs. I didn't get into those, and that was kind of disappointing. The one PhD program I applied to was a very competitive program, and I thought I was pretty competitive enough to get into it, but
일단 뭐 여기다 병력을 배치해 놓으면서
I guess not.
상대편의 견제를
They clicked the Kakaroo. Did you guys hear that?
지금 뭐 딱 이영호 선수 스타일로 가고 있어요.
Hold on.
입니다.
자, 일단 뭐 여기다 병력을 배치해 놓으면서 상대편의 견제를 준비하고 있습니다만 직접
Good
확인한 건 아니죠.
old Kakaroo.
지금 뭐 딱 이영호 선수 스타일로 가고 있어요.
그럼 뭐
What's up, Kakaroo?
본진과 오른쪽으로 정찰이 되는데 왼쪽 글쎄
바로,
아스타포트까지는요.
김태현 선수의 생각은 딱 저걸 노리는 것 같은데 쉽게 주진 않겠죠. 쉽게 줬다가는 이영호 선수의 어떤 스타일에 말려드는 거고요.
한번 조금 내주면 안 되죠. 사람한테.
I was gonna get there's a special history teaching or history education PhD at Stanford that I applied to. That's the one I tried to get into. But they only accept like 10 people a year or something like that. Out of like 100, I think. So it was not too great of a chance that I was going to get in, but I'm like, well, I have all this crazy background, so maybe I'll stand out. But I didn't. Probably didn't have, and the reason I didn't get into the master's program is because I didn't have enough research experience, I think. So maybe it's the same for the other one. Map where if you kill any of the neutral animals, you automatically lose? Dude, that would be great. That would be great. And now I'm thinking about how to program that into triggers actually in the map editor. That'd be very tricky to do. I know how to make it. I think I could probably make it so that if the animals die, the game ends. But I don't know about whoever killed them making it lose. Imagine on crazy critters. Oh, what a troll map. What a troll map. That would be insane. You could not play Terran. Or Protoss. Too much area damage and splash damage and stuff. You'd accidentally kill one. You'd have to play Zerg. I guess you couldn't go. You just have to not go certain units, right? Because you couldn't go Lurkers, couldn't go Archons, you couldn't go Reavers, couldn't go High Templar, tanks, Firebats. But Lurkers, like avoiding Lurkers, isn't that bad. Except you also probably couldn't go Ultralisks on that map because they couldn't go in between the critters. They couldn't get anywhere. See, I actually don't know if Medic Marine would be a safe bet because if you're attack moving, you'd have to attack move on the minimap. Because if you're attack moving with so many groups, you're gonna inevitably accidentally click a critter, you know? I think Protoss might be easier in that sense because then you can just like you could do a slower like 1A 2A and make sure you're not clicking on one of them. I don't know. You got less units. Just go carriers.
보여주는 플레이거든요.
moving the minimap could work pretty well though.
전체 병력이랑 같이 움직이는 것이 아니라 미리 빼놔서 상대방의 아비터 리콜 타이밍을 모르게 하는 그런 플레이죠 지금.
What's with Blizzard and splash damage?
스캔을 지금 군데군데 아비터 경로가 올 수 있는
What's up, Never Exit?
스캔을 뿌리고 있거든요.
아, 근데 지금
Yes.
두 번째 아비터가 떴기 때문에 이제 곧
Destination.
또
It was a very great map.
되거든요.
네. 그럼 뭐가 이제 들어갈 겁니다. 드디어 이제 평화가 끝나는 거예요.
Very interesting map that doesn't play out like I was gonna say like you would expect, but I was just me, I guess. It doesn't play out how I would expect.
근데 같이
네,
다니나요?
그렇습니다. 한 번 리콜로는 힘들고요. 한 번 리콜해서 입구 쪽에 뭐 스테이시 필드가 필요한다든지 아니면은 리콜
Yeah, it kind of makes sense,
필요할 것 같습니다.
but
모으고 있거든요. 갖춰진 병력에 셔틀 아비터 다 있으니까 다 끌어들일 것 같아요.
멀티 하나가 더
the master's degree was interesting because I actually I have a master's degree. It's not like I have zero research experience. I have a master's degree in education, but the masters in history programs wanted me to have published history papers. So it was like, oh well, you have research experience, but it's not the right kind. So that's why I thought I'd be able to get into the education PhD, because it was like I already have an education master's, and I have a history teaching credential. So
넥서스가 5개입니다. 상대편의 확장기가 둘밖에
이렇게
없는데
되면서 스타게이트 늘려주고 아비터를 쌓게 만들고요. 이후에
it's not cool enough for Stanford, I guess. But you know, it was a competitive program, so, and it was Stanford, so it was probably some really lead ass people applied.
내가 더 많이 뽑아서 소모전을 펼치겠다는 겁니다.
예, 분명히 이영호 모드가 발동되면은 무섭습니다. 하지만 김태균 선수
Yeah.
조금 있으면은 이영호 선수도 업그레이드가 풀업이 되고 그렇다면은
But I think you basically have to get a history master's in order to get a history PhD. Because you have to get the master's to prove that you can do it to get into the PhD program, I think. There are some programs that are dual programs, though. They'll do a master's and PhD in the same program, so maybe that's the way to get it. I don't know.
네. 일단 이영호 선수는 한 단계 더 진출을 시도.
Why do all that work when you could do a history YouTube channel?
드래곤이 서 있는 병력 그 위쪽으로 전진을 해야 되거든요.
I don't think very many history YouTube channels make very much money, to be honest. I don't think that's the way to get rich. Being a history professor is also not a way to get rich, but history is just generally not a field that you get rich in general. There's just basically no way to make a bunch of money as a history person. I bet even aliens guy, like even people who are like on History Channel and crap, probably just don't make that much money, I bet.
하나의 멀티를 더 가져가면서 보상받을 수 있거든요.
그리고 지금 이영호 선수의 생각은 어떤 것이냐?
Some famous people actually don't make very much money.
하기 때문에
It's a little surprising.
9시 넥서스에 일단 프로만 2대 붙여가지고 먼저 먹어야 돼요. 결국에는 이영호가 부스로 올 거거든요.
네, 그러니까 추가 확대 때 주지 않고 일곱 치는 겁니다. 김태경은요.
I actually want to make a YouTube channel that's not history focused though, but that's
자신의 영역으로 만들어야 됩니다.
travel and ecology focused.
재고 자본이 없습니다. 다 썼어요. 4시 안
이영호
돌아가면서.
선수 생각에도 지금
Aliens guy just needs an OnlyFans.
부스로 갈
You know, I think he's on Cameo.
이제 이영호 선수에게
I think you can hire him to do a message for you.
EMP를 기가 막히게 써가지고 스테이시 필드를
I could be wrong, though.
관건이에요.
네, 그렇습니다.
전투에서.
프로토스는 아비터를 흩어져 놓고 테란도 똑같이 베스를 흩어놔야 됩니다. 왜냐면은
Messerschmitt Mouse.
게임이 끝나버릴 수가 있거든요.
그럼요. 네, 용선수 어차피 자원 싸움할 게 아닙니다. 현체에 대해서
Oh, this is cool. A little stop action animation with some models.
넘칩니다 지금. 네, 인구수가 낮아서 못 뽑을 정도로 지금 자원상의 여력은 좋거든요.
야, 김태경 같이 싸웁니까 아니면 엇갈립니까? 어떨 겁니까?
What is this crap?
네, 김태훈 선수가 앞서 리콜을 두
It's a plane that's a tank that has
성공을 하기에는
a
좋고 뭐 실패를 하기에는
freaking chainsaw on the front.
지금 테란의 병력을 잡아놓은 건
앞마당 리콜에 앞마당 리콜.
빨리 들어가자. 빨리 들어가. 자, 들어갔습니다. 흔들기. 이게 흔들기.
Just like a recall. A flying tank chainsaw. It's basically what a recall is. Not ecotourism focused, no, more like just showing off cool places and then giving a little bit of information about
나갑니다. 뛰병.
a little bit of environmental education, I guess, along with it. So maybe ecology isn't the right word exactly, but there'll be a little bit of ecology messaging mixed in, I think. But mostly it'll just be about cool places that I've gone and then like, look at this cool bird. Isn't this bird cool? It only lives here. That's really interesting. Mark Felton is the biggest World War II channel? Spawn that meme? Okay.
이영호 선수 입장에서는 들어가서 게이트를
Interesting.
정리하는 외에는 방법이
네,
없을 것
거기다가
같습니다.
지금 리콜 당한 앞마당 병력 때문에 추가 병력 도달이 늦어지고 있거든요. 이 얘기는 뭐냐면
You
지금
want a piece of me, boy?
김태형 선수가 차질만 없다면 걷어낼 수 있는 거예요. 저 센터.
I need to find some good YouTube channels for history. Some good like documentaries or something like that. It's hard to find good history documentaries.
아, 이영호 선수 이런 상황에서 병력이 흩어져서 멀티를 부순다기보다는
Need to watch this? What? Dank videos. /r/dank videos. Best country, best education. Oh, this is gonna be
그 상황을 봤을 때 김태형 선수의 추가 생산이 너무 늦는데요. 왜냐면
the old EMP stasis combo. This is gonna be a meme and a half, isn't it?
일단 예, 입구에서 나오는 병력부터 이영호 선수 이 라인이 절대 뚫어지면 안 됩니다. 이 라인 뚫어지면
Oh, God.
그러니까 질러 쇼면은 질러서 금방 얻을 수 있습니다. 벌써 좁게 전에
What year was the US founded? Oh, it's gonna be one of these where people are like just saying the wrong thing.
없는 상황이긴 한데 왜냐면 이게 걷어내고도 남았을 상황인데 여기서 걷어내지 못한다고 말씀하신 것처럼
1995.
잡을 가능성이 점점 높아지는 거예요.
얼린 병력은 죽은 거 아니라 결국 살아나요. 앞질막.
Yeah, I mean, if you ask 1,000 people an easy question, the statistics say that you're gonna get a couple people that don't know the answer.
김태형의 병력이 많은 게 답가 나와야 되는 건 당연한 거거든요. 왜 어디가
Ken Burns is really good, true. But I think I've seen all the good Ken Burns ones.
저 미네랄 좀 써가지고 자원의 순환을 이뤘어요.
Like he has a baseball one that I haven't watched, but I'm like not that into baseball, so I don't really know if I want to watch that.
유리했어도 역전입니다.
이렇게 잘 싸웠어.
I actually got a subscription to Curiosity Stream, which is a streaming service like Netflix, but it's all documentaries and stuff. And it's actually, it's got like a few gems, but it's not that great. At least it's like the same price as Netflix for 1 month for the whole year, so that's cool. But what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna get a membership with my local public radio, and then I get an access to Nova and PBS with that. That'll be where I'm gonna get some good stuff. That'll be the good content.
가지고 있는 병력으로 11시, 9시 두 곳을 다 밀어도 예, 자원적 여력은 김태형 선수 여전히 남아있거든요.
World War II in real time? You know, I've heard about that project. Maybe no, I've heard about World War I. I thought that project was finished, but I guess you could just watch it through anyways, right?
아, 결국 걷어내는 분위기네요.
Civil War was good, yeah. I actually, low-key, you want a sleeper, like, it's really good. Burns did a documentary on, I don't remember what it was called, but he did it on the Roosevelt presidents.
아, 여기를 내주면
So it's a combination of Teddy Roosevelt and FDR. And it's really, really, really interesting. It's really interesting. Because it's obviously talking about the history of the world and the States during that time too, but it talks about the individual personalities. And they were actually cousins, so it kind of talks a little bit about how they, like FDR was influenced by Teddy a little bit, and it's just really, I really enjoyed that one.
진품이죠. 네, 지금 스타게이트가 뭐 2개까지는 아까 이제 보였었기 때문에 지금 이 정도의 아비터 3개네요. 아비터 규모라면 이거는 정면으로 싸워도 예, 무난히 이길 수 있는 상황이에요.
History marché.
김태형 7시 가보니까 아무것도 없다는 거 봤거든요. 뭐가 겁나겠습니까?
네, 이제 김태훈 선수가 세시 지역에 세시 지역에 다시 넥서스를 이제 소환해서 자원.
Oh, you're saying this is an example of good history documentaries? Alright, I'll check it out later.
승리를 좀 확실하게 굳히는 것들이 좀
아,
필요합니다.
경력이 너무 적어요.
Burns, Ken Burns is a famous documentarian.
네, 그나마 지형,
Have you ever seen
지형을 좀 유리하게
in documentaries or wherever when they have a photo and it like kind of zooms in on the photo and it moves slightly, right? That's actually called the Ken Burns effect because he kind of like, I don't know if he invented it or if he just popularized it, but
이용호보다 더 단단히 더 천천히 느긋하게 가니까 이용호가 못
I think Beastu just won.
꼭 필요하거든요.
Yeah, Flash GG. He couldn't handle the recalls. Too much,
확실히 프로토스 정상
just like me with Curiosity Stream, too much history documentaries. I couldn't handle the recalls.
비슷한 그림이면서도 자신만의
Bit of a stretch, but you guys see where I'm going with it, right?
계속해서 WC 청구 보내드리겠습니다. 아 최근 진짜 프로토스 선수 거의 별 볼 일 없이 눈물만 흘렸었는데 어제 오늘 그냥 테란 상대로 분분히 시원하게 하고 있네요.
정말 그 프로토스 가운데 테란전에서 가장 강력하다고 볼 수 있는 두 명의 프로토스가 정상급.
It seems like such a Terran map, and Protoss always win on it. It's crazy. Teddy was a badass. He really was. He was not without his flaws, but he was definitely, in some ways, a very admirable, badass guy. So yeah, Ken Burns is very famous for doing history documentaries. I was one of those, Duncan. I was one of them. He was pretty. The first time when he got far in a Star League, he was a little bit cheesy. So you know, but the thing is he wasn't just cheesy. People didn't realize at the time he wasn't just cheesy. He was clever. He was smart. So some of his cheese was actually just really clever strategy. You know, but it came off as cheese, so. Old pros were arrogant? I don't know about that. The thing is in StarCraft, to get ahead against the top pros, you have to cut corners, right? So you have to leave yourself openings. I think a lot of times it was probably calculated risks, but for the greater good, you know, anticipating what your opponent was going to do, leaving an opening that went against what they weren't going to do, you know. That's why, you know, it's legit when Artosis rages about people being so bad that he can't beat them. It's actually true, because if players don't do the smart thing, and you're countering the smart thing, and they do the dumb thing that counter, like, it actually makes sense sometimes. Sometimes it makes sense. So anyway, but if you're playing against a pro player, you can usually be sure that they're gonna not do the dumb thing, because they're also scouting for it and like checking against it. They're hedging against it more than everyone else. Because they're just better, and they just have a feel for the game a lot better. So, documentaries on the crafts. Oh, I heard about them. Yeah, they chased volcanoes for years, and then they of course died to a volcano. Like the bear guy, the guy who was the bear who loved bears, and he would take photos of them and stuff, and then he died to a bear. I gotta get some water. I'm thirsty. I'm out of water. I have one swig left, but I'm gonna drink it and then we'll get more. Live by the volcano? Why were you living there? It's a volcano. Interesting. Yeah, it's an interesting way to think about it. Alright, BRB guy.
심리적으로 불안한 감을 어느 정도는 사귀고 시작할 수 있고요.
네, 방금 넥서스 위에서 SCB를 잡았으면은 김태훈 선수한테 굉장히 유리한 부분인데요. 어떤 부분이냐면은 넥서스가 불이 꺼져 있고, 그리고 파일런이 2개밖에 없고, 그리고 SCB가 잡히면은 테라 입장에서는 엔지니어링 베이나 아카데미를 빨리 완성시킬 수밖에 없거든요.
네, 그런데 최대 한 방만 때리면 그 중들 SC를 못 때려갖고 지금 일단 정보를 보여줬어요. 자, 그러면서 병력대로 전진 매치 김태경.
네, 일단 3파일럿까지 확인을 했기 때문에, 그리고 넥서스에서 프로브가 다시 찍히고 있는 모습을 봤기 때문에 이영호 선수 입장에서는 지금 상태가 굉장히 평온할 겁니다.
원게이트 더블이네요. 네, 김태훈 선수가 글쎄요, 이런 식의 출발이라면은, 이러면서의 운영이라면 한 박자 느린 어떤 견제가 나오지 않는다면 이영호 선수의 분위기가 갈 수 있거든요.
네, 그렇습니다. 아무래도 이 맵에서 이후에 뒷마당 넥서스도 건설하기가 좀 많이 힘들고, 셔틀을 뽑아야 되기 때문에, 그리고 좀 3 넥서스를 좀 정면 쪽으로 가져가기에는 이게 돌출형이라서
그러니까 지금 이런 어떤 시작 자체가 단순히 프로토스와 테란의 관계로 본다면 프로토스의 멀티 자체가 굉장히 빠른 거죠. 그렇기 때문에 원팩 더블 커맨드 상대로의 상대가 가능한 빌드라고 볼 수 있겠지만 스타일을 감안한 이영호 선수라고 봤을 때 이런 빌드의 선택은 이영호 선수 입장에서는 괜찮습니다.
예, 그렇습니다. 그리고 중장기, 무난하게 중장기전 갔을 때는 이 맵은 데스티네이션과는 다르게 드랍십의 활용 능력이 굉장히 높습니다.
그럼요. 자, 그런 만큼 이호 선수도 뭐 지금 이렇게 했습니다. 한 번 움직이기 시작하면 뭔가
네.
뭔가 그 타이밍은 예리할 수밖에 없는 거예요.
참 뭐 어떻게 보면 이런 시작이었다면 앞선 경기 때처럼 더블렉이 나올 뻔도 했는데 어쨌든 이호 선수는 이번 경기만큼은 상대가 빠른 태클을 구사할 수도 있다는 생각 때문에 좀 안전하게 하네요.
예, 이렇게 앞마당에 커맨드를 대놓고 지어주면은 지어줄 수도 있겠고 이렇게 커맨드를 날릴 수도 있는데요. 일장일단이 있는 부분이 지금 이렇게 날리게 되면 아직 김태형 선수는 확인을 못했거든요. 베럭스를 한번 확인한다면 알 수 있겠죠. 이 베럭스가 프로토스 본진으로 날아온다. 그러면 투팩이거든요. 하지만 이렇게 내린다. 그러면 커맨드예요.
자, 그 모습이 다 체크가 됩니다. 뭐 가면 이제 센터까지 보겠습니다만 이제 이 생각이구나 봤어요.
시즈 모드의 타격을 또 확인하면서 프로브가 희생됐기 때문에 원팩 더블 커맨드를 확인했고 이렇게 되면요. 지금 뭐 그래도 엇박자 다크 템플러 드랍을 통해서 흔들어주면서 선벌티 가져가는 그래도 이 김태균 선수 일단 이번 경기를 흔들면서 운영을 생각하고 있네요.
네, 그렇습니다. 이런 부분들이 아무래도 위치상으로 아직 4인용 맵이기 때문에
I don't think it gets any more redneck than having a pit bull named after a gun
뒤를 바라보는
does it.
다크 드랍을 좀 생각한 것 같습니다.
박자를 도전하면서 또 예리하게 가는 겁니다. 강력하게 가는 거예요. 예상하지 못한 타이밍이 더 무서운 거죠.
결국 이런
This is 2009, so
다크가 생산되는
yeah,
동안에
Flash is I think 17.
준비하고 다크 드랍이 얼마나 효과를 볼지 지켜봐야 될 것 같은데요.
That was the crack.
김태형 선수가 앞경기와는 다르게 지금
It's good crack.
앞마당 가스 채취를 하지 않고 있기 때문에 이 부분을 한번 이영호 선수가 스캔을 통해서 한번 확인한다면은 굉장히 좋은 정보거든요. 다른 테크가 느리거든요.
Do you guys think 2012 Zhangbi Fantasy could keep up with 2022 ASL? I don't know.
지금 이영호 선수의
I would like to say yes,
글쎄요.
but I'm not sure. I honestly am not sure. The thing is that the meta is so evolved now that like I feel like the fact that Zhangbi and Fantasy were playing like 27 hours a day means that their mechanics must have been at least as good as players are now. But I don't know.
그럼요. 팩토리가 4개, 5개 늘어나고 있는데요.
거기다 때 맞춰서 지금 아카데미 짓고 있고 뭔가 와야 되는데 안 오니까
I think it's a meta thing. I think, you know, I was talking earlier about corner cutting, right? To be a top pro, you have to know which corners you can cut. These T2s are not going to accomplish much, are they? And I think players know those corners so much better nowadays.
이거 의미 없이 잃게 되면 바로 진출해요 이 형은.
지금 팩토리 숫자 확인했으면 김태형 선수 빨리 게이트 늘려야 돼요. 빨리 게이트 늘리고 바로 찍어야 됩니다.
That I think,
기본적으로 4개, 6개까지는 늘려놔야
you know, I think it might just be a matter of strategy that like the ways that people played in 2012 have been solved and picked apart now. You know?
네, 지금 바로 아비터로 가는 건 자살행위고요.
Yeah, I don't. Has anyone actually used hold stop micro with carriers to great effect in a league, in a star league? I don't think I feel like I've seen that. I haven't watched a ton of games, but I feel like I haven't seen like a lot of it being used or anything like that. You know, it's such a niche thing to have like. You have to have like 8 carriers for it to really matter, right? Or a lot at least.
자리 잡고 터렛 지면 끝나는 겁니다.
네, 이제 이 자리 잡았기 때문에 선택할 수 있죠. 앞으로 가도 되고 지금 병력으로는 들어가면 끝나거든요.
이 많은 팩토리 병력들 어떻게 막죠? 닷샘으로 진짜 그 수밖에 없는데 지금 검대지 막혔어요.
벌쳐도 굉장히 막.
But you're right though that there are like different ways of doing things people know now. Yeah. How crazy is it that people discovered a new mechanic in 2021? Yeah, I think that's over for Pisu.
이영호 선수의 업그레이드를 생각한 생각했기 때문에 김태경 선수가 굉장히 부유하게 시작하고 게이트도 늦게 늘렸는데요. 그 타이밍을 이영호 선수가 제대로 받았어요.
내가 무슨 앞선 경기 때처럼 뒤만 노리는 뒤만 노리는 그런 뚝심형 테란이야. 내가 이런
It's a tie ball game.
변화되는 패턴을 보여줘야.
I'm not a huge baseball fan, but I did watch a lot of baseball as a kid. Tiebreaker.
자, 이영호의 최종 경기 모습이 살아나기
Yeah.
바로 이런
What if Reach played in 2022?
노출된 스타일이 있다고 하더라도 테란은 말이죠. 테란 항상 이런 타이밍이라는 카드를 항상 소지하고 있어야 되는 거예요.
He could probably do very well in the latter.
이용호 선수 오늘 제대로 장군 멍군했거든요. 이번 경기 때 서로 지금
I'll leave it at that.
박 터질 거예요.
It's gonna be the last game. I started late, but I've still put in my 3 hours. But I'm quite tired. I might go play some shooters with a friend. For like an hour. I'm trying to get to bed early tonight. If Reach played in 2022, Muta would stand no chance? What?
시작됐습니다. 먼저 김태형 선수입니다. 매번 단장의 능선 마지막 경기예요. 김태경 오른쪽, 이영호 왼쪽입니다.
참 저희가 그 양 선수였던 생각을 확실하게 읽을 수는 없겠지만.
Alright, we got a battle. I thought it was just gonna be 3 Marines standing around getting a free win, but now it's 2 Zealots getting a free win
역시 하던 대로 하는군. 네, 이런 속마음을 가지고
in Chatcraft.
이영호 선수가 그걸 바로 대갚아줄까 김태현 선수가 사뭇 긴장하는 모습이 확 느껴집니다 지금.
네. 한 번씩 그렇게 주고 받았어요. 완전히
So yeah, I'm gonna go play play some Cycle, I think, for like a little bit. But man, that game, I'm too old for shooters, man. Too old for shooters. I stress out too much. Have a good night, Diggity.
그 타이밍을 잃지 못하고 당하면서
Take care, my friend.
김태경은 또 게이트 짓다 끝나는 거예요.
I stress out too much from PvP. It just puts me on edge too much. I can't play it before bed. So I'm gonna have to play it for like a little bit, and then I'm gonna have to stop playing at like 11:30 or something like that. So I can get another like a nice hour of cooldown.
자, 과감하게 가다가 한 발 끝날 수도 있거든요.
네, 그리고 좀 이영호 선수가 이 맵에서 네, 입구를 막고 있지 않고 서플라이를 지금 옆쪽으로 치웠거든요.
Bisu's awesome.
그렇다는 얘기는 뭔가 김태훈 선수가 더블 렉서스
See, that's who you'd have to ask. You'd have to ask Bisu or Light.
정찰병 움직임 양쪽 수 없어요.
더블렉이에요. 김태현 선수.
You'd have to ask Bisu or Light. I wouldn't know the answer to how
지금 타이밍 자체를
these players would match up, but they would. Bisu's been around since then. He knows what the level of play was like
12%
back then and now, you know?
그 프로브가 나오기 전에는
From what I've heard, I heard from Twitch chat, the Twitch chat said that Artosis said that Flash said that players are better now than they were back in this era.
그런데 그 빠른 팩토리 그게 장치될 수
Who knows how true it is.
있겠는데 그 위기가 될 수 있거든요.
But that's the, if I had to make a bet,
그런 어떤 그 더블 렉서스
that's what I would probably bet on.
그게 이제 투팩의 가능성이냐?
그리고 지금 김태훈 선수가
Because that was actually even 2021 when someone said that.
네, 김무게 그렇기 때문에
예, 투팩이 지금 현재로서는 투팩의 모습이 거의 아니거든요.
네, 지금 투팩은 아니더라도 지금
Well, I was in Korea, but the thing is, I don't understand the game at a high enough level to understand the real peak of how well people play, you know?
입구 쪽을 잘 하게 되면 양쪽 수 마찬가지예요. 공수 마찬가지예요.
I ordered a sandwich, it's true.
이호 선수가 그냥 원팩
Actually, I don't know if I ever ordered a sandwich in Korean.
카드가 진짜 성공적이라 볼 수가 있겠는데.
Because they don't have sandwiches in Korea.
계속 옵저버 강조하고 있지 않습니까? 도전하고 있어요.
여기서 문화
They have rice dishes, and they have noodle dishes,
힘들기 때문에
and they have barbecue, and they have fried chicken.
진짜 나올 타이밍이 좀 나와야죠.
병력들이 움직이네요.
He's pulling the boys. He went one factory and he's pulling the boys. He's going all in, I think. Or is this just a counter to the fast nexus?
조금 찝찝한 선택이거든요. 왜냐면 예, 러시 거리도 그냥 상당히 먼데다가 이게 일단 성공돼서 앞마당 넥서스를 날린다고 하더라도
They just, I don't think they have sandwiches in Korea.
앞마당 날리고도 지는 테란 많았거든. 김태현 선수 또 이긴 경기도 있고.
But see, I think the no gas could just be for a command center. I don't think it's not necessarily all in, actually. I think. Okay. Oh. He needs to keep this Marine alive. Oh, there he got the. Oh, look at that micro. Look at that micro. Oh, the probes are going to kill the Marine, though. Oh, no, the Zealot got a hit. The probes are going to finish him off. Oh, no. Well, it's all in if you fail it, that's for sure. Oh, he put a pylon to block the vultures. What a genius. He would stomp his past self for the first 2 games until his old self caught on to new strategies and came back in reverse sweep. Oh. That makes sense. I think I like the sound of that. Who would win in a best of 5? Flash would win the first 2 games and then Flash would come back. Yeah, that makes sense actually. Because he just practiced so much more and the environment was so much more competitive that he was probably just more focused and his mechanics might have been more spot on, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, no, Flash is boned. Well, he's killing some units here. B-Suit microed his Dragoon back into the Marine fire to die. Well done. Does he have mines? I think he wanted to build the bunker, kill the Zealot, finish the bunker, and then build a command center behind it, to be honest with you. The ledges make Terran pushes impossible? Who would win a wrestling match? 24-year-old Flash who practices every day? Or 97-year-old Flash who smells bad? What? Is that a copy pasta? It should be. If it's not already, it should be. Maybe I'm gonna try and pay more attention to some of the details of how people play in the next season of ASL, maybe, and maybe after that I'll be able to make a little bit more of a judgment. I haven't watched ASL too seriously ever, so. It's such a dream to have Tastosis casting it. I'm not saying it against Scan and Naokin because I just haven't watched their cast as much. But having Tastosis who have that breadth of knowledge that they can see the entirety of the history of the Starcraft meta in their minds, casting the new games is really great. You got to B rank, nice. That's impressive. Beast's micros on point this game? Did you see him walk his Dragoon back and died? A lot of it's been good. Hey, what's up, Chris? Yes. This is the last game of the night. Apologies. Did you just wake up though? It's a reasonable time to wake up.
You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
Floyd popping in here at the end. What's up? To put down some Marines? To change the balance of the scales? Scan and Naokin's analysis is fantastic. I bet it is. I just haven't watched it as much. I just haven't watched it very much at all, actually.
업그레이드를 기다리고 있나요? 시즌 모드는 아니면 벌채에서
Yeah, exactly. Now here's the thing though, Naokin Scan is kind of young, isn't he? But Naokin has been playing since 2002 also. Yeah, Artie was 17, but he was a competitive player in US, I think. And well, I don't know about 2002, but at least by like 2003, 4, 5, I think. Maybe 2005. But he was. I think he got into the Korean scene before that, and he at least was aware of the players and stuff. But Naokin was one of the top US players in like 2006, I think. Naokin's old school also.
타이밍 지출이 현재로서는 실패할 가능성이 높습니다.
아, 네, 그래도 그나마 이영호 선수가
Is Flash gonna win?
상으로 봤을 때는 그나마 다행인 부분이고요. 네, 아까
컴퓨터는 있습니다.
네, 그래도 아직까지는 이영호 선수 한 번 더 기회는 남아 있습니다. 이 탱크가 잃기 전까지요.
Yeah, no, but it's true, and it was true because here's the funny thing: when they said that, I was like, they're right because I've been casting games from 2003. Most of the games I've cast in the last 2 years have been 2003, 4, 5. I've been learning about the old meta, and so when they talked about like, because I think it was a 2 barracks rush, or something like that, or some, I don't remember what build it was, but it was like some really classic 2004 build that I was like, this looks exactly like 2004 build, and then they said it, and I was like, you're right. I was like, they're totally right. But because I've been watching the old games, I was able to see it. Because I remember them saying that. I remember watching, well, maybe they've said it more than once, but what is this craziness going on, by the way, though? What the hell is this game? The pure madness is correct. Where does this even start? It starts, it's like an entire minute of craziness. 5 factories, by the way. 1 machine shop. Flash is like, I've got a ridge. This is a ridge map, bro. This is a ridge map, bro. What are you trying to do? He picked off 2 of the tanks really quickly. And then the vultures are like, haha. Look at this. See this? Look at this micro, man. Look at this micro. He's killing every mine before it hits his Dragoons. How is this possible? The mines are right next to his Dragoons. There's vultures there. He's right-clicking the mines. This is insanity. That 1 tank is still alive in the back too, though, doing damage. They can't get close enough to it. And now he gets confused. Oh, but he split his unit, so not everyone took damage from the mine. He finally got that tank. Like, how can anyone top this? How can anyone top this? So this is what I'm gonna look out for. That's what I'm gonna look out for, is the godliness that we see in some of these games. I want to see if I can spot any of this godliness in the SL this season. Then I'll be able to make my call. This is so crazy, dude. He's literally a god. This is Bisu. Apparently Bisu is Jongbi. I mean, they call it the Bisu versus, you know, Bisu is one of the ones that's famous for doing the trick where you micro against mines as they pop up and stuff like that, you know? Yeah, see, that's the thing, is exactly, the atmosphere is not the same as it was. They're all streamers now. Oh god, I think I just inhaled a bug.
병력이 벌처밖에 없는데 벌처밖에 없는데 질러 던져주면 자동으로 되거든요.
양훈 선수의 경기에 있는 게 바로 항상 보면 이토 선수가 스타리그 때 만났을 때도 이렇게 아슬아슬한 감이 있었고 이영호 선수는 짜내는데 또
Can't confirm, yeah.
항상 그랬었거든요.
This video is too low quality to see if there was a bug in the view.
그래도 아직까지 자원을 유닛이 있거든요. 싸워봐요.
Not like this beautiful 480p masterpiece we got going on next to me. I've got some problems with fruit flies or something like that in my kitchen right now. I don't know how to get rid of them. Is this the end? Is this the end? Okay, he stopped micring perfectly.
어택을 하기에는 한 번 더 손이 가야 되거든요. 아, 그 컨트롤 너무나도 잘해줬네요, 김태형 선수가.
게이트 늘었죠. 넥서스티에게 곧 앞서 나오겠죠.
Well, and streaming is also playing to amuse your audience. It's not training. You know? It's not the same thing. Which is fine, but it's like that's why it's hard to. But the thing is the other thing is that BC's been playing for 15 freaking years. Like, there's the GG. So at the other side of it is like maybe if you've just been playing it for like literally your entire conscious life, things get so ingrained that maybe you could be better, but just because it's like you've been playing it so long, you know? The best saxophone players are not people who practice a million hours for 2 years. They're the ones that have been playing for 20 years. Their muscles become part of their brain gets shaped around the way they move their muscles. Oh, no. I'm gonna refund all these Zerglings. Those are past. No. I'm gonna refund all those. I just forgot to pause the Zerglings. No Zerglings in this Chatcraft. It's too late. They're all refunded. But I was like, there's no Zerglings, so I just didn't pause it, but it's way past. It's way past. The second best saxophone player does not fear the second best saxophone player. Game was buffering. No, it was like 30 seconds after the game was over. It was like 30 seconds late. No sneaky past the bell Zerg win on this one. The Zerg have too many wins. Gosh darn it. Where's the map editor? Here we go. Let's reset. We're seeing this replay of this godness. Actually, I don't know if this is the god part, but anyway. Alright. 5 Marines versus 3 Zealots. 2, 3. And actually, I'm just gonna put them over here. I'll put them over here. So we have a 1v1. We'll delete the Zerglings. It's a very, very rare 1v1 match in Chatcraft. Doesn't happen very often. Only happens when I inhale a bug, apparently. I'm on mobile. Protoss auto wins? I mean, if you want me to just delete your minerals, I can do that. I think 14 Zerglings stands a really good chance in this, to be honest. No cap. Alright, let me get the setup. And then we're gonna do a raid, and then I'll be off till Saturday. I'll let you guys know on Saturday what I decide about doing a subathon or a community night or something like that. Maybe I'll do both. I don't know. I keep saying that. I keep saying, hey, should I do a community day? Should I do blah, blah, blah? And no one ever responds. So that's probably why I haven't done it yet, because no one ever actually seems like they're interested in it. So the AI will micro like nobody's business. If you put Flash in charge of those 5 Marines in 2012 or 2022. All right, let's change over to the battle screen. There we go. That was a cool game, though. It was a good series. And we're probably going to watch more of this, because that was just part of the quarterfinals. So I think we're just going to keep watching this WCG. All right, let's see how this throws down, ladies and gents. 3 Zealots versus 5 Marines. Let's get it on. And the Marines are not target firing any specific Zealot, so it's just going to be a bit of a walkover there. Bit of a walkover. A very rare, it's only ever happened 2 or 3 times. We got a double Protoss victory today. Thanks to Beardmouth, both times, actually. Well played, Beardmouth. And surprisingly enough, from the choices of Beardmouth or Beardmouth, it's actually Beardmouth that got the MVP. Protoss! Almost within 15 wins of Terran, which are almost within 10 wins of Zerg. Should have added my Lings. I really don't think it changes. I really don't think it wouldn't have changed anything. You want to try it? Well, let's do a test. I still contend those were after the cutoff, though. So this is just a test. But I think the Zerg win if we add them in. So let me save this as a test. All right. Lings win for sure? I thought you were saying that they wouldn't matter. I thought you were trying to claim that it didn't matter. Maybe I'm just confused. Wait, where's the test? Oh, did I not save in the right folder? Hold on a sec. I didn't put in the right folder. Hey, thanks for the follow, Never an Exit. Hopefully we'll see you again next time. Alright, let me try this. Because that's a lot of Zerglings. Even though Zealots are strong, I think the Lings win it. Alright, let's find out. The Zealots have a chance. It depends on how the split goes a little bit. Well, the Lings are attacking the Marines. It's now just, yeah, it's just two Zealots versus this many Lings. Yep. Yep, would have been a sneaky win. Sneaky win indeed. Oh, you were trying to be tricksy. All right, who are we gonna raid today, ladies and gentlemen? Let's just I forgot to check. Let me see who's online. Who is online that we might want to give a little bit of a raid to? Looks like Gypsy got the Artosis raid today, I think. Although he might have his own raid here. Let's see. The polls did close. You can't vote after the polls close. Let's see. Who's in? I'm looking at the Starcraft section right now. We might just raid someone who's not Starcraft though today. Yeah, sometimes we raid people who aren't Starcraft, right? So let's go ahead and Gypsy's on. Laura Soft Rights is on as well. If you guys want to check her out again. Let's go ahead and raid. Critical, because I want to show you guys. There's a cool new game. Oh, it's in the final beta. If you guys haven't heard of it, it's called Super People, and it's kind of like Fortnite, but with powers, kind of like the other game. And Critical is one of my favorite streamers. He's a cool guy. He's a very, very good FPS fragger. I like him a lot. And he's partnered with Super People, which is really cool for him. So I'm going to show him some love. He's showing off the game. So I'm going to show it to you guys so you can check it out. And maybe it'll be something that you're interested in watching. So, but yeah, I will be back on Saturday, and thank y'all for joining me. Much appreciate the support and the hanging out. And I'll catch you guys next time. Almost certainly not going to be able to fit in any Darkest Dungeon streams this week, but maybe in the next day, like maybe check out in the afternoon on like Friday or something like that. I might do something like around lunchtime or something. Anyways, thanks for joining me, everybody. Thank you very much. Hope you all are staying happy and healthy, and take care. Thanks for watching. GG.